accept checks.
Very weird today.
Okay. Dad bought it. All right, so let me go get Chef Pee Pee his food. Okay, Chef Pee Pee, here's your bag of chips and water.
What took so long?
Oh, my dad wanted me to be a racist.
And why are you dressed like that?
Oh, you said I'd be the next chef, so I dressed like a chef.
It was sarcasm, Junior. I wasn't being serious.
I don't know what type of food that is, so I don't know.
Can you just give me the remote? God.
Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the stream has crashed from just me adding the webcam. It's whatever. Hold on.
why do you need the remote?
I just want to watch TV.
You don't need to be watching TV. You're sick. It'll hurt your eyes. It's too bright.
What?
I can put on a show for you. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Junior. Serious?
Feel better, Chef Pee?
Graphics.
Dinner's almost ready.
Blur effect,
Chef
no
Pee
blur
Pee.
effect.
Oh, what, Bowser? Dinner's almost ready. I'm almost done. All right, Chef Pee Pee, it's time for your paycheck. Here's your pay for the month. Wait, what, Bowser? This is all that I get? I worked so hard. Oh, yeah, you're right, Chef Pee Pee. My bad. Let me take a quarterback. I forgot that you actually left the hair in my food last time. That's disgusting. Can't believe you. Come on, Bowser, are you serious? I worked so hard. Come on. God. Oh, God. I hate my life.
Oh, Chef Pee Pee, why the long nose?
Wait, what, Junior? The expression is why the long face, not why the long nose, you idiot.
Well, back to my question. Why the long nose?
Are you just here to insult me, Junior?
No, me and Rexy here want to know when food's gonna be ready. Isn't that right, Rexy? Roar, when food's gonna be ready?
Well, the food is going to be ready in a little while, all right? Just leave me alone.
Well, Chef Pee Pee, can I also borrow $1?
Borrow $1, Junior? I barely even have 75 cents.
Why are you so poor? Is it because you're ugly?
My looks have nothing to do with it, Junior. It's because I work for your poor dad, and I work this poor job that doesn't even pay me well.
Well, why don't you get a different job?
Junior, I'm just a chef. Where else am I going to work?
Like a restaurant or something?
And let somebody take credit for my work? My special cooking? Hell no, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, then why don't you open up your own restaurant?
Oh, well, that would be nice. Me opening up a restaurant, everybody getting a taste of pee-pee, yeah.
Yeah, everyone can taste your pee-pee.
But Junior, opening up a restaurant takes a lot of money, and I don't have that.
Well, I mean, how much money you got?
75 cents. No, 74, damn it. I told you I'm short.
Oh, well, no, you seem pretty tall to me, but I would open up your own restaurant, Chef Pee Pee. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, how will I do that, Junior? Come on, tell me something. How will I do that?
Well, borrow the money from someone who has the money.
Like who?
A bank? Don't they have a lot of money?
I mean, they do, actually. I can go to the bank.
So, Chef Pee Pee, you're wanting to get a loan from my bank?
Yes, please. I really need a loan so I can open up my own restaurant.
Oh, restaurant? I like food.
Oh, so you really love my food? My food is delicious. And if you give me $50,000 so I can open this restaurant, I promise you won't regret it.
$50,000? That's a lot of money.
I know, it is a lot of money, sir, but I promise you won't regret it. I'm good for it.
So, Pee Pee, how much of your own money are you willing to invest in your own restaurant?
My own money? Here, that's my own money.
74 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke. That's all I have.
Chef Pee Pee, how much money do you make a month?
Well, I make 99 cents, but look, my boss took a quarter away because he found hair in the food, and, you know, it's a long story.
Hair in the food?
Yes, it only happened one time, though.
But you expect me to invest $50,000 in your restaurant if there's hair in the food already?
Look, my head was itchy. I was just scratching. Look, I shampoo a lot now. It's okay.
Pee Pee, I ran a credit.
Doing good. Needed it for a restaurant. Screw Goodman and his money. I don't need him to open up a restaurant. I can open up one by myself. You know what? That's what I'm actually going to do. I'm gonna open up a restaurant here in this kitchen, and it's going to be awesome.
Hey, Chef Pee Pee, did you get the money for your restaurant?
No, Junior, I didn't get the money, but I'm still going to open up one in this kitchen.
You're gonna open up a restaurant in the kitchen?
Yes, and it's going to be awesome.
What's it gonna be called?
Well, I was going to call it a taste of pee-pee, but I don't think people want to taste the pee-pee in their mouth. So I'm going to call it Bon Appetit.
Bon appetit, that sounds awesome.
It's going to be the best. But sadly, I'm going to need your help, Junior.
You're gonna need my help with cooking?
No, hell no, you're not touching the pot. Look, I just need your help as a waiter. I need you to take orders, and I need you to make a menu and a sign to put on the door so to let people know, that this is an actual restaurant.
Okay, what do you want the sign to say?
Oh, I want the sign to say Bon Appetit and now open. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go work on it right now, Chef Pee Pee.
Oh, this is actually going to work. This is my restaurant.
Okay, the sign on the front door, Bon Appetit, now open. People are gonna see that and say, I wanna go eat there. All right, Chef Pee Pee, the sign on the door, the menu's made, everything's done.
Oh my God, this sounds like a dream come true. I'm gonna have my own restaurant. Ooh, I wonder how many customers I'm gonna have. That sounds like one right now.
Okay, Chef Pee Pee, I'm gonna go answer the door.
Wait, Junior, before you answer the door, remember, greet them at the door. Say, welcome to Bon Appetit, where we give you something good to eat. And then come sit them at the table, take their order, come get professional.
Promise I won't let and give your face a treat.
Oh, hi.
Well, hello there. Welcome to Bon Appetit, where we beat our meat and give your face a treat.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
We were just driving around through the neighborhood looking for houses my husband could break into, and we saw your sign. Are you a restaurant?
Yes, we're a restaurant called Bon Appetit.
Titties? Like who?
Oh, I don't like looking at women with big boobies. It makes me insecure about my body.
Yeah, but she'll get over it.
So we need a table for two then?
Oh, actually, I think we need a table for 3. I missed my period.
Yeah, I pushed her ass down the stairs though.
Yep.
I'll do it again.
He did. It's a lot of cash when we deliver the pizza. Come on, Ken, let's go. All right, Ken, our first pizza delivery. Hello, pizza man. Hey, I got your pizza here.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks for the 20.
Oh, this is just pepperoni. I ordered pepperoni and sausage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it's pepperoni, so it's close.
Oh, I'm gonna need my money back.
We don't do that at Papa John's.
In that case, let me speak to Papa John himself.
You can't do that either, because he got fired because he said the N-word on a business call.
That's outrageous. I demand a refund.
I'm sorry, it's not my problem.
Damn you, pizza man. I will get my revenge.
Guys, look how much Dr. Octopus tipped us for the pizza. He gave us 20 smackaroons. Those are like macaroons, but made of smack.
You made $20 just delivering a pizza?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess some of this is for the pizza, so it should probably go to Papa John's.
Dude, didn't you say the N-word?
Yeah, you're right. I should keep this money. What's that, Ken? Your spider senses are tingling? Well, go save the world, baby! There he goes. I hate to see him leave, but I love to watch him swing away.
I think there's something wrong with that.
Just driving my car.
I'm gonna try a kickflip.
Wait, is that a little kid in the road? My brakes aren't working. My car won't stop. Someone help! Spider-Man! Stop the car, Spider-Man! Stop the car!
A car! This car almost hit me. That's so crazy. Thanks, Spider-Man.
Oh my God, little boy, are you okay?
I'm okay, thanks to Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, you're a hero!
Thank you!
Breaking news!
Spider-Man has saved the day again. He saved a little boy on a skateboard from being hit by a car after the car's brakes failed. Spider-Man is a true hero. I don't know what we'd do without him. That's my man. See, Junior, no one pays him to do that. He does that because with great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben told him that as he was dying of a gunshot wound. Oh, hey, baby. I saw you save that car. Uber cool. You got my spider senses, too. What's that, Ken? You need to go to the bank to refinance Aunt May's house because ever since Uncle Ben died, she doesn't have enough income to support herself? Okay. Sorry, guys. Me and Ken have to go to the bank real quick.
Okay, see you, Cody.
So, I just got done reviewing your file, and unfortunately, I'm unable to approve this loan to refinance your home. You just don't have the assets.
Oh, I guess great responsibility doesn't necessarily come with great credit. But still, he's Spider-Man. Can't you do us a favor?
I would love to, but unfortunately you don't have the income to support this channel alone. You just started a pizza delivery job today.
Oh, well, do we still get the free toaster?
Ooh, see, the free toast is only for our customers who set up a savings account and deposit $300.
Oh, I see that now.
Everyone, get down! This is a bank robbery!
Ah, it's Dr. Octopus! Ah!
Ken, do something!
Oh, it's you guys again! I want my $20 back! In the bank.
What's wrong with Ken?
He's a doll.
No, he just got his ass kicked by Doc Ock.
How'd he lose? He's Spider-Man.
I don't know. It's like he's depressed and he's going through some kind of internal conflict and he lost his powers.
Well, why would that happen?
I have no
Time
idea.
to
Like, I
die.
don't know why they
Come
did
on,
that
man.
in the movie. It just made the movie weird.
Oh, well, if he lost his powers, you want my translator to bite him again?
No, I just don't understand what's wrong with him.
Well, why don't we call a doctor?
Well, I don't want the doctor to find out he's Spider-Man.
Doesn't the whole world know he's Spider-Man?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I'll call a doctor.
Hey there, somebody call a doctor?
Yes, doctor. Well, you see, I have a friend that has a problem.
Well, okay, what's his problem?
He's a doll.
What the hell up, Joseph? No. Well, you see, my friend has these powers that give him the abilities of, like, a spider.
Oh, he's Spider-Man.
No, I never said he was Spider-Man. I mean, he's kind of like Spider-Man. I mean, we might as well call him Spider-Man because he's so similar to Spider-Man, but... Okay, screw it. It is Spider-Man, okay? Spider-Man is losing his powers because he's sad. Why?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe because he's a doll.
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say he lost his powers because of psychological distress, self-doubt, and his lack of motivation because of his financial issues, relationship problems, and educational struggles he's going through, you know? He probably just doubted his choice to be Spider-Man and hated himself because he couldn't balance his normal and superhero life. That's what I'd say.
That's so lame.
Ken, you hear that? He's saying you need to man up. Start being a Spider-Man and not a little spider bitch. Get off the rag, Ken.
Hey, okay. I think what you should do is take your friend to a play to help clear his head.
Yeah, I could take him to a play. Come on, Ken. Let's go to a play.
Finally, I've done it! I've created the world's largest disco ball! The power of party in the palm of my hand! Now all I need is a hot chick. Then I can party all night long.
All right, Ken. Let's just sit back and watch this play while we eat my free medium french fries I get from McDonald's every week.
Honey, you must get ready. We have to go to my parents' picnic.
Honey, you know I can't go to your family's picnic because I have to go to space.
Oh, must you go?
I have to go, you ho. Now stop talking back to me before I Neil Armstrong.
So, you're coming with me, sweet cheeks. It's party time. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I gotta.
Ken, your powers are back. Wait a minute. Why do you want to save that girl so bad?
What are you doing with me?
I want to party. And with this disco ball, you can't help but dance.
Must get jiggy with it.
The whole world will dance. No one's gonna stop my partying. No one. You're trying to stop my partying. Don't give me a refund for my pizza. Come here, you. I bet you wish you were dancing now. I'm not done with you. Time to die, Spider-Man. From dancing.
Ken, why do you want to save that girl? Oh no, why can't I stop dancing?
Because of the disco ball I built, everyone in the world will die from dancing.
That's really dumb.
Well, the only way I'll stop it is if I get my $20 refund from my pizza.
But damn, okay, man, here.
Yes! That's it. That's all I had to do, really?
Yeah, just get rid of this thing.
I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to drown it in the river.
But that's a pool. Ken, he's dead.
Thank you so much for saving me, Spider-Man.
Get off him, bitch, he's mine. Well, guys, Ken finally got his powers back, and he defeated Dr. Octopus. He kicked his ass. Actually, that's not true. Dr. Octopus was winning. I mean, you can see what he did to Ken's mask. It was getting pretty bad. I mean, it's really a good thing he decided to grow a conscience, because he really had us on a platter there, I'm not gonna lie. But he's dead now. He decided to push the disco ball into the pool, so he drowned. I don't really know how he drowned. You'd think with all those arms he'd be able to swim.
He can't build things, dude, because he's a doll. Get out of here, Joseph. I'm just saying he's a doll. He's not a doll, Joseph. Get out, Joseph. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought someone joined the stream. Doug Yeah. Actually, hold on. I'll be back, guys. Hold on.
Donuts coffee. They say American runs on Dunkin'. No, American runs from Dunkin'. But
And
no,
we're
I'm
back,
rambling,
guys.
Your Honor. My point here is that what few...
Guys, I got donuts.
I love donuts!
Oh, me too, dude.
Let's look at them.
Yeah. What?
Cody, they look so stale!
Dude, I thought you had Krispy Kreme. What the hell is this?
Well, Dunkin' Donuts was on the way, and Krispy Kreme was 10 minutes in the other direction.
But Krispy Kreme is clearly better, Cody.
Yeah, they make them in-house with fresh icing.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts like delivery, like 2 weeks old.
Well, look, I got Joseph his damn coffee, so hop off my cock, okay?
I guess so.
Joseph, how do you like your coffee?
Black, like the lives that matter.
I'm just gonna take a sip of this. Ooh, that's... Oh, no! Ken, get the napkins, get the napkins! It probably would have melted my throat. Junior, that coffee was way too hot. We got boyfriend's feet off.
Okay, well, I also brought my lawyer.
Donuts for this!
Okay, I'll call the doctor.
Hey there, somebody call a doctor? And I also brought my lawyer outfit because somebody said something about a lawsuit.
Yes, doctor. I was drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee and I spilled it, and it melted my boyfriend's feet off.
Okay, well, I have two problems with that. One, why were you drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Starbucks is far superior. And two, wow, that coffee must have been really hot.
That's why we called you. The coffee was so hot it burnt plastic.
Doctor, my boyfriend will never walk again.
Dude, he was a doll. He's never walking anyway.
He's not a doll, Joseph. You know what? Why don't you just get out of here?
Okay, you know what? I'm out of here.
So, doctor, what can we do about this?
Well, I think you're definitely right to sue them because that coffee was way too hot. So hold on, let me get my lawyer outfit. All right, let's talk lawsuit. This is my lawsuit.
Just saying he's a dog.
He's not a doll, Joseph.
I just thing, dude, because he's a dog.
Get the hell out of here, Joseph.
I'm just saying he's a dog.
He's not a doll, Joseph.
I just...
Yeah, that's right, because my boyfriend is gonna have to suffer years of pain and suffering.
He can't feel a thing, dude, because he's a dog.
Get the hell out of here, Joseph.
I'm just saying he's a dog.
He's not a doll, Joseph.
I just mean like he's
Cut
a
it
dog.
out, Joseph. He's done, not a Joseph.
I'm just saying he's a dog.
He's not a doll, Joseph.
I just mean like he's
Cut
a
it
dog.
out, Joseph. He's done, not a doll, Joseph.
You know what? I'm out of here. He's
Cut
a
it out,
dog.
Joseph. He's done, not a doll, Joseph. He's not a doll, Joseph.
I just mean like he's
Cut
a
it
dog.
out, Joseph. He's done, not a doll, Joseph.
You know what? I'm out of here.
Okay, so I'm sorry, where were we? You were suing Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes, that's right. I want to sue Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, okay, I think you have a case, so let's go to court.
We will be hearing the case of Cody Nuts' boyfriend.
Your Honor, I picked up some donuts from Dunkin' Donuts for my friends, and they wouldn't hop off my cock about me not...
Today, Dunkin' Donuts has provided me with their...
About the allegations of your coffee being too hot and whatnot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Goodman, and I'm the lawyer representing Dunkin' Donuts today. Dunkin' Donuts has provided me with their statement that they would like me to read in court. Allow me to read it. They say, and I quote, "Coffee is hot. No shit. Be careful when you drink it. Coffee hot, coffee be like that."
Yes. Coffee do be like that. Let the record show coffee do be like that. Cody, what do you have to say about coffee hot, coffee do be like that?
Well, no shit, it's coffee.
I think what my client is trying to say, that yes, we all know coffee is hot, and coffee do be like that. I think we can all agree with that. But there's no reason that Dunkin' Donuts coffee should be so hot it burns a doll's feet off.
He's not a doll!
Let the record show he's not a doll. Continue.
Your Honor, my client was just trying, hard emphasis on trying, to enjoy a cup of that horrible, awful, disgusting diarrhea drink that Dunkin' Donuts calls coffee. Now, I don't know why someone would choose Dunkin' Donuts for coffee when there are so many better alternatives. I mean, Starbucks is way better, and even McDonald's is a close second. Their caramel frappe is the shit. I mean, when their machine works. But even Dunkin' Donuts donuts are crap, and Krispy Kreme is way better. I mean, they say American runs on Dunkin'. No, American runs from Dunkin'. But no, I'm rambling, Your Honor. My point here is that what few customers Dunkin' Donuts does have should not have to worry about their feet being scalded off if a spill should occur. Now, I don't know how much we're trying to get out of Dunkin' Donuts because I don't even know how they make any money. But his boyfriend can never walk again. And how much do you think that's worth?
That do.
His boyfriend can never walk again. And how much do you think that's worth? Money. But his boyfriend can never walk again. And how much do you think that's worth?
And there's
Yay, we won!
Yes, justice was served.
Oh, Jesus, good God. That is some very hot coffee. I find Dunkin' Donuts guilty. Oh, Jesus, good God. That is some very hot coffee. I find Dunkin'. That is some very hot coffee. I find Dunkin' Donuts guilty. Guilty.
Hear that, Ken? We won.
I order Dunkin' Donuts to pay the victim 20 million shoes.
Doing? Look, I'm your lawyer. I know what's best for you, and I want to see what's in that box.
Good choice.
Open it up.
Okay, can I open it? It's
A box of f***ing Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
guys, it's
A box of f***ing Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, but did somebody say free? Scan the QR code, kid.
I don't want to scan the QR code because I don't want the goddamn donuts.
it says 1 dozen donuts. Let's look.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Go buy another Ken doll and put the legs on that doll on this Ken.
Junior, we can't just replace Ken.
I'm not saying replace Ken. I'm saying get a whole nother. So, guys, what do you want to do today?
Oh, dude, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I could use some nummy in my tummy.
Well, Chef PB should be done cooking dinner soon.
All right, guys, dinner's ready.
Ugh, smells like shit.
60 years old.
Yeah, but age is but a number.
But you're under 18, so that's wrong.
No, it's not wrong because he's a...
He's a doll?
No, he's not a doll, Joseph.
Well, if he was a doll, Cody, it wouldn't be weird. If he was made in 1961, that's fine. But if he was born in 1961, then he's a predator.
No, he's not a predator. He has Benjamin Button disease, so he's basically 17.
Dude, if he wasn't plastic, I'd be calling the cops right now.
Well, look, guys, he has a driver's license, okay?
Can he drive?
Can.
Just put the gun down. It's okay. Doesn't have to be this way.
Jimmy,
right?
put the gun down!
We can all just go home alive.
You shot the blade! Save me!
Pee-pee, you can calm down.
Wait, what's going on?
Well, you see, kid, I did this to teach you a lesson.
We didn't really have the ending of this video planned. Actions, and I...
What is it gonna be? Have you ever thrown a frozen water balloon at your personal chef and accidentally killed him, and then summoned the devil to bring him back, but he came back evil and killed your dad and a cop? Is that what the question's gonna be?
Yeah, Cody, exactly what it's gonna be. Everyone's gonna relate to that question.
Yeah, Cody.
And the funniest comment's gonna win a video game, and then there's gonna be some comment saying, well, where's the free video game? And then I'm gonna be like, well, check your YouTube messages, and they're gonna be like, I don't know how to do that. And then I'm gonna say, well, it's not my fault you don't know how to check your YouTube messages. So then I'm just sitting here on a bunch of free video games acting like a nerd.
Oh man! I can't wait to watch Charlie and Friends! This is my favorite show! Oh, I gotta turn it on. Hungry, and I need a big meal. I'm talking pizza, lasagna, spaghetti,
But Bowser, I'm already cooking dinner tonight. I'm cooking fish.
yeah, I'll eat fish too.
In 60 seconds, or your ass is fired! Get a babysitter.
While I cook, he can help me cook. Yeah.
I'll tell him to come in here. Thank you so much.
Hurry up, Mario, down. $1,000, oh my God.
60 seconds. Jimmy, go to the kitchen and help. Okay. What? Oh. Okay, I got it.
God, finally something.
Milk. Oh, milk. Here's the milk.
Coke or Pepsi? You don't even know because you don't have a menu. Oh man, Marvin, I love National Ear Cleaning Day. The day once a year where you get with your best friends and clean each other's ears out. And you really have not been cleaning your ears in the last year, Marvin. This is my 3rd Q-tip just in that one ear.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get to the other ear because it's really clogged.
Hey, are you cleaning your own ears over there?
Yes?
You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to let one of us do it.
I didn't know.
You know what? Come get a Q-tip and clean my ear.
Ew.
Yeah, we'll have like a conga line of ear cleaning.
Okay.
Get back in there.
Can I please turn on like the TV because that noise is really gross.
Okay.
Do you like cheesecake? Do you like strawberries covering your cheesecake? How about a big old slice of New York cheesecake, or maybe 4 slices of cheesecake? How about endless cheesecake, only at the Cheesecake Factory? Make sure to stop by for endless cheesecake.
Endless amount of cheesecake. I'd be so sick if I ate that much.
What, all of the cheesecake there is? Yeah, I guess you would. I think anybody would.
How do they afford to give out that much cheesecake?
Well, maybe their cheese supplier is your ears because you have so much cheese in your ears. Are you cleaning his ears?
Yeah.
Clean my ears.
But he needed help.
Hey there, Couch Donkeys. I just saw the come out.
My ears.
But he needed help.
Hey there.
I love cheesecake.
Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, we can take my car. Shotgun.
You don't want to drive your own car?
No, I called shotgun. Somebody drive my car.
I'll drive.
Oh man, Marvin, I love the Cheesecake Factory. Their menu's so big, it's like reading all the Harry Potter books at once, except you get to eat them.
I don't have a menu.
Hello, welcome to the Cheesecake Factory. My name's Clarissa. What can I get started for you tonight?
How about 2 more fucking menus?
Excuse me?
No, it's fine. We can share one menu.
I'll be right back with those.
Well, I don't even like strawberry slushies.
Yeah, well, if you had your own menu, you could make your own decision.
All right, sir, here's your cheesecake in a glass.
Oh my cream.
Okay, and here are your strawberry slushies.
Actually, Marvin has informed me he thinks they're icky, so he doesn't want his.
Oh, I can take it back. What else would you like to drink?
Around their neck and laying a $5,000 around their neck and laying a $5,000 gown with Baphomet. I mean, this is what they're into, because it's all about, your animals, we're going to eat you. Zycronian Zicklezabble. They put the National Guard in all the states around Texas on alert, prepared them, and got their armored vehicles and tanks ready to invade the state of Texas. I was just in deep thought. They dying of Zycronian Zicklezabble or whatever they release. All right, we'll be right back. This is exactly how it's going to be. He calls a disturbance, send him to Camp 7. And then they'll put you on a helicopter, fly you 100 miles, and there it'll be, you son of a bitch, you want to cause problems? Come here, Jones. Knock your teeth out, you son of a bitch. Die, you son of a bitch. Yeah, we roll. I'm going to put battery acid all over this. You're Al-Qaeda. Yes. Oh. Where they're just waiting. They would just take them and go, throw them in the pit. Bring me another to the pit. And I'm going to beat you for and they would take turns beating and beating. And they would take turns beating and beating. Smell of rotten flesh. If I'm going to kill somebody, they're going to damn well deserve a death. Of keep drinking the fluoride water, take all the vaccines, drink out of the bisphenol A plastic, just trust government, do whatever it says. The evil's growing, it's coming. What you asked for is now at the door, scratching. So open the door and prepare to meet your destiny, because you're cowards. All A plastic. Just trust government. Do whatever it says. The evil's growing. It's coming. What you asked for is now at the door, scratching. So open the door and prepare to meet your destiny, because you're cowards. Don't worry. Everything you want will now be released upon you. All the soft kill, all the pain, the reactors blowing up, the fires, the earthquakes, the wars, the death, the pain, the humiliation. You want the abortions? You want the end of men? You want the end of families? All of it will now be yours. All of it. All of it's yours now. Hell is coming. Enjoy it. You do what you're told by scumbag government owned by foreign banks. I mean, these are kook cult demons, hardcore evil. I mean, these people are flaming scum, wild, crazy, dangerous people, just like the Nazis, the Soviets, all of them. Pol Pot killing 31% of Cambodia, murdering anybody that could read or write or wear glasses. You're like, why'd he do that? Because he's a flaming loon. They like it. They like black uniforms and torturing children. They do it all over the world. I see it all around me. It's clear as day. History is clear. Common sense is clear. The judgment of the West is here. The judgment of the world is here. It's only going to intensify. Do you have any idea how much danger? Just getting started. Do you know where this road leads? Do you have it? And when they start trying to round people up, folks are going to is how real this is. It's 100% it happened. We were right again. Oh my gosh, so trendy. They're like, you know, if you just turn against Trump, things will be better. But he was doing good, and that's what makes it so bad. Oh, and that's what makes it so bad. If he'd have been a piece of crap from the beginning, it would be so bad. But we made so many sacrifices, and now he's crapping all over us. It makes me sick. Idea of the humiliation, the pain, the war, the revolutions. And when they start trying to round people up, folks are going to break and not care anymore, and hell is going to be released. Do you understand how desperate this is, how real this is? It's 100% it happened. We were right again. Oh my gosh, so trendy. And we're gonna get Connie. And you can tell they're government operatives. They've got like evil in their eyes, you know, hardcore. I mean, their real spirit is murder Africa, invasion force, release us. But on the surface, invasion force, release us. Africa, invasion force, release us. But on the surface, and just cutting this room full of, you know, trendies all swarming around like piranhas. War, trendy, invade, help the children, And I mean, and I'm like, and I started watching more of their videos, and it gets worse. I mean, I'm not joking, folks. I mean, and everyone's wearing like pink and little green, non-threatening, you know, colors, all, and they're all walking around bending their wrists going, I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm going, liberal, and Angelina Jolie going, children, and this is what we face. It's trendy liberal Angelina Jolie, and I'm sick of it, and I'm calling you out, scum. Magellan's a lot cooler than Justin Bieber. He circumnavigated with one ship the entire planet. He was killed by wild natives before they got back to Portugal. And when they got back, there was only like 11 people alive of the 200-and-something crew, and the entire ship was rotting down to the waterline. That's destiny. That's will. That's striving. That's being a trailblazer and explorer. Going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty. It's incredible detail. Tuning into it. They want to shatter your mind talking about Justin Bieber. It's pure evil. They're taking your intellect and your soul and giving you Michael Jordan and Bieber. Unlock your human potential. Defeat the globalists who want to shatter your mind. Your doorways to perception. I want to see you truly live. I want to see you truly be who you are. Ah! You know what it's like to go to sleep every night knowing you work for a bunch of psychotic killers and you bastards are probably going to end up killing me one day? You know what it's like knowing you've ruined my life? You know what it's like, you sons of bitches? I'm tired of your crap. You commit evil, you're part of an evil system, and we're standing up against you. And the Republic is going to defeat you in the end. Some of us won't make it personally through this, but a lot of us are. And in the end, you are going to be brought to justice for all the kids you kidnapped for CPS, all you CPS workers, all you corrupt bureaucrats, all of you that have had your way with innocent children over and over again, who think your evil's invincible. You're not invincible, and God is going to deal with you. And you are cursed to hell. Tell it all for all the kids you kidnapped for CPS, all you CPS workers, all you corrupt bureaucrats, all of you that have had your way with innocent children over and over again, who think your evil's invincible. You're not invincible, and God is going to deal with you. And you are cursed to hell. Telling me how I'm their slave. No, you little piece of trash. I'm not your slave. I'm red-blooded. I got a big heart pumping blood. I'm strong. My ancestors were strong. And we're going to rouse and rise free humanity to identify who you are. And as you wage war against us, 1776 will commence again. And I openly rebuke you. I openly call you out before God and everyone else. And I pray that the masses fully break their conditioning and the spell they're under and recognize you for what you are, a 21st century green Hitler calling for global domination through a corporate creeping structure that strangles free humanity. By the millions that have died from radiation poisoning, poor little decent, sweet 3, 4, 5, 6-year-olds with that light of life and humanity dimming, their teeth falling out, vomiting, dying of cancers, never getting to grow old, never getting to have children and love and passion and grandchildren and all the good things they had because you people had to kill them. You people had to suck the life out of them for your stinking satanic egos. I declare eternal war against you. All of my humanity, all of the strength of my ancestors, all of the strength that God gives me, we will defeat you. Humanity will not let you prevail. You will not keep humanity from its destiny to populate the stars and become what God envisions for us. You will fail. You have failed from the foundations of the creation of Earth. And you know it. Laugh all you want, but in your gut, in your soul, in the remnants that are left of it, you giggle that mirth-filled lie, that acid-spilling stench, because you can feel the mouth of hell, that maw opening. You aren't on the winning team, moron. You're idiot scum. You're weak. Someone who's strong wants to build up humanity. Someone who's strong wants to defend the weak, not chew their guts out. But you'd never know that because you're soulless and you're turned over to wickedness. And the only satisfaction I have is to know that you're going to be caught in your own trap. You're going to fall into your own pit. Cowardly trash. I could break your neck. I can sever your head with my 2 hands. You scum. Ah! Ah! We know we're under attack. We know it. We're breaking the conditioning. Ah! Ah! We're coming for you, globalist. Ah! Coming for you. Coming for you. We know what you're doing. She showed me. She is God. She is master. She is the Soviet. She is the East German. She is the scum. She is the armies of weak, pot-bellied trash that now run this country. I recognize you for what you are, you filthy trash. And I am here to energize the human spirit and light that fire that will burn your system into a pile of black slag. Diabetes doubled the last 10 years. Cancer doubled. Children walking around with their bald heads dying of cancer all around me. Why? This is a normal response to them. Break your conditioning. Be a human. You will be defeated. I will it. And millions of others will your downfall. It's about this crook government teaching us we have to learn to them and put up with all their garbage and suck their boots whenever they say, and as they suck off on us with their taxes and all their regulations and all their bugging their eyes out at us and cops strutting around everywhere trying to intimidate the public. This isn't what a free country looks like. It's what a rat-infested third world cesspit looks like. You guys aren't protecting America. You're helping deep six it for the traitor bankers that have taken over this country. And I'm sick of you, and I want you out! Man, I'm getting angry. I've got all their documents, all their statements. I'm watching them carry it out right on time. I know I'm 100% right. I wish I wasn't right. I want to turn this around before it's too late. I just want to, that lady. I mean, she is a bucket of maggot evil. She is a pit demon of hell itself. I have had it with you, and I swear one thing on the eternal altar to God. We're going to bring you to justice, no matter what it takes, filth. I can't handle the stuff I've seen. I can't handle these people knowing nobody's stopping them. They just go on and on and on and on and on, committing their evil. And you just look like an absolute clown freak that works for murdering terrorists that jack our food and water. I think you're a big joke. That's what I think you are, murdering scum. And those of you that serve the system are murdering scum. All of you. You're all aid and abet murdering scum that says they'll secretly arrest citizens in army bases all over the world, raping children with battery acid, Army's own report. You support raping children with battery acid, with giant objects. That's in the Army report. If you don't speak out against it, if you don't go out against it, if you don't stand up against it, you support it. You support it. You support it. You are now child killers, child torturers. You are now aiding and abetting it. You are literally going to hell in a handbasket. Repent now. Repent now. I know your mustache is cool. You got little gold frame glasses. You scare me so bad. You scum. Scum. Oh, it makes me sick, and I'm going to have to watch them when they blow up some federal buildings, prance around the very murderers as my savior, and all the cowards out there begging the government to give them proctology exams on the side of the highway. It's one of those cops in a black uniform with a mustache. You know that guy's a coward. You know he's a piece of garbage. You know he's weak. Oh, he'd love it. Those are the type of people that go to the cops in Oklahoma and say, "We'll kill your wives if you expose we did this." As long as you got a mustache, it's okay. This is all real and live. I'm red-blooded and I hate murderers. All right. What's that word? Sean in Maine. Shane! I'm sick of it. Murdering terrorists are everywhere. I want them out of my life. It's a bunch of lawless scum. DynCorp and Halliburton have been caught running child kidnapping rings. And I gotta watch people in little black uniforms with little machine guns trying to intimidate us, telling me how they're doing it to keep me safe. Bull, pal. Your boss has carried out 9/11. Your boss has carried out Oklahoma City. And I see you. I see through it. I know what's going on. And I've had enough. I've had enough of all of it. I've had enough of it. And I'm sick of it. I want people to wake up right now. I want people to listen to me and just come out of your trance. It's normal when you wake up with a bunch of crazy terrorists, jacking the food and water, running everything, and telling me I'm the terrorist because I know they're the terrorist. I mean, come on, it's too ridiculous. Groping Miss USA. I mean, come on, it's not America. It's not the Soviet Union. North Korea isn't this bad in many levels. And you're like, well, we still got free speech. We still got this and that. Bullshit. Go to hell. Make me sick. No, you can't, scum! Shove it in a pipe and shove it in there good and smoke it. Developed by the Pentagon to kill you and your family. The Dawson police chiefs asked me out for dinner to drink a beer. I don't have time to do it. I'm too busy looking at photos of 1-year-old babies they're killing in China. I'm too busy breaking reports how the U.S. government plans to start killing kids up to age 3. Why don't you investigate some real crime? You got it? I got your number. I see right into you. Do you understand? You're gonna learn. Got your number. I see right into you. Do you understand? You're gonna learn who we are. You're gonna learn to submit. The foreign bankers have given us unlimited power, and we're gonna rule you. This is our country. You're here. We're gonna feed on your ass. And the cops just drink fluoride water. Oh, they take their kids and just shoot them up with mercury, and the kids become autistic. The cops don't care. I'm going to the tech bar. I don't care if my kid's brain damaged. And they drink whiskey and wreck and kill everybody in Austin. And then when they wreck and kill themselves, the cops then go and SWAT team the bar owners that sold them too much whiskey. It's your fault you sold too much whiskey to a god. You don't sell too much whiskey to a god. We're God. You understand? We rule America. We'll shoot you in the face. We'll bloody your face, and we'll laugh about it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? And that's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns. Oh, yeah, the crazy man. And I've just got all the documents, all the admissions. I mean, they've got an artificially intelligent, the Russians have got one, the West has them, looking at us through our computers, through our TVs, tracking everything we're doing. CNN now admits your TV is physically watching you, not just watching everything you do and tracking it. And there's a giant kill grid, and I can't get people upset about it. What the hell? I don't want to be... And there's all these egomaniacs and crazy media people that just want to be on TV and be famous. Don't you get it, you jackasses? There ain't any damn future if we don't beat this son of a bitch. I can't keep doing this radio show and sitting up here and reporting all these reams of crap. I don't even want to be competitive with people. I don't even want to be up here challenging other media people. I look at the egomaniacs just dripping narcissism. When I watch Fox News or CNN, all of them feel like they've arrived and they're all in a power trip because they're in some studio on TV. I mean, who cares? None of it matters. It's all make-believe while the globalists set up the end. While the globalists set up the demise of our society and our civilization. We've been cut out of the future. The globalists have decided to radically re-engineer everything. And every time I talk to a professor or a zoologist specialist in viruses, and all these people I know and run into, they go, well, Alex, the public is dumb and ugly and they deserve to die. And I go, don't you get that you're not in the winning club? Well, yeah, that's why I live in Wimberley and hide out. I know. Well, then why aren't you doing something about it? Just because you know about what's going on doesn't mean it gives you power over it. All you idiot yuppies send me emails and I see comments making jokes about this. You people are idiots. I would like to literally punch your eyes out if you said that to my face. I got a family. I got 3 children. Just because you're uninformed and think everything's a joke doesn't mean the rest of us have to go to hell with you. These people follow a 4,000-year-old Egyptian death cult, okay? That's who's running things, wallowing in feces. That's what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. A Secretary of State that has had sex in giant vats of feces. They believe entities possess them in pits of feces. I mean, we have a Secretary of State who has asked entities to enter his body while having sex in large vats of feces with men peeing on him. And how much more will we put up with these people? Thank God I'm among the living. Thank God I love life. Thank God I've got red blood and gusto and honor and courage and love of life and innocence. Man, it feels good to be on the side of good. I not want to be a part of evil. Evil ain't cool and evil ain't fun. And the path of evil lives in the heart of all of those that serve evil. Evil isn't good for you, bitches. I just get so upset. So upset. There's missing nuclear weapons. I'm sick of it. Bunch of crazy people. I mean, you take one look at Obama and all those narcissists. You take one look at those shallow scum at that committee hearing. They are a bunch of people on power trips, and they need to be stopped. They are a menace. They are a menace. A menace. Save his bacon? How about save our bacon? What is your problem out there, people? You've lived so long under freedom, you don't appreciate anything. I'm talking to people that support the New World Order. You're morons. The New World Order is the biggest fraud to ever hit this planet. The New World Order's look at everything they do. They're a bunch of bad people. You'll never see that kid again. I mean, just the most satanic, murdering scum. I realized I'm a slave, I'm a piece of filth, I'm dominated by criminals, and they're going to take kids, and they're going to do whatever they want to them, and I'm going to let them do it. Because they got badges and guns, and they're God, and that's the end of it. They're going to take our guns, our children, our land, our money, our freedom, our future, our health, and we're going to let them do it because that's what we are. They're going to murder that kid if we don't do something about it. I want to beat somebody's ass right now. You want to get right down to the bottom line? I am sick of all this crap. I am sick of all the bullies and all the scum. I want this covered tomorrow night. I want GMOs covered. I want what's going on covered. I want to fight these son of a bitches. I want what's going on covered. I want to fight these son of a bitches. I don't want to have half measures. I don't want to die and have them win. I'm sick of their crap. And I don't know how to totally beat them. But first, like Howard Beale says in Network, you've got to get mad. You've got to get angry. You got to find your humanity. And you got to start kicking some New World Order ass in the info war before this thing gets physical. These people are your enemy. They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them. And you either wake up to that our government's pure evil, funding Al-Qaeda to murder Christians worldwide, running them, or you kneel to this system because you think it's popular and you just kind of go along with it and have a drink on the New World Order and just sit back and drink beer and watch football. That's too depressing, man. I choose to think everything's good. Boy, let me tell you, hell would be locked up with a bunch of guys like that. Hell would be locked up with people like that that just put up with all this stuff. You guys aren't men. You are the equivalent of 12-year-olds who watched Madison Avenue programming and were taught you weren't cool. So your whole life you do whatever the system says, trying to be cool, trying to get acceptance, trying to be part of the system. There is no system. There's an artificial construct that they're trying to insert us into, and before it's completed, we have to sabotage it immediately any way we can. What you hear in my disgust with these people is the primal survival instinct to get them off of us. To get them off of us. That's what you're hearing. And that's what you need to have. You need to have that spirit. Get off me. Get off me. Get up and start just breaking arms, man. You got to set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. You're the enemy. You're the scum. You're the filth. You're the murderers. You're going down. We're never stopping. Hell or high water. We're going over the top, and you're never going to stop us. You understand that? That's what I'm talking about, and that's what they're scared of, is that spirit. Before they launched it, this is all, again, government run. It's just like the Feds sent advisors into Illinois and to the state, and they all went down last year in that case where the guy filmed cops towing his cars away and stuff, Mr. Allison. And they actually put briefs in and said, we want him to serve life in prison, yes. And the judge went, you know what, I'm going to dismiss this. But if he wouldn't have dismissed it, that state jury, that they think it's good to put somebody in prison. They go in there and they get off on it, and the cops come in and pat it, and the prosecutor pats them on the head, and they go, who do we screw up in prison? And they're like, don't worry, we're going to put some innocent people in there. And they all get real excited. You think I'm joking? I remember when a listener called me, and we're going to Mr. Note House, then your calls. Kelly Rushing in Lyon County, Kentucky. This is about 8 years ago now. And he said, Mr. Jones, I'll send you the newspaper clipping. I'm facing 3 counts, 3 years apiece of terroristic threats. I gave a state police officer road to tyranny. They're charging me for that, but also the Ron Paul speech on there. I put that on. I'm charged with both. And so he faxed me and then mailed me the newspaper, and I saw the judge. I called the judge at home. Back then I was naive 8 years ago. I thought, come on. So I get the judge on the phone, and I go, well, I'm not going to get too much into the case, but the newspaper, you're really you're actually not mistrialing somebody facing 9 years in jail for giving a cop a video? And he said, I'm not going to talk to you about it, but yes, it's going to court. So then they had the hearing. And the cop comes in and says, he gave me that video and it's anti-government. And the judge says, we find that threatening. You will convict. And the jury didn't. And it was in the news. But they actually wanted to put him in jail for going, officer. In fact, the cop even testified, this is important for your future and your family's future. And they said that was a threat, mentioning family. Yes. And they all sat there with a straight face. I mean, these are kook, cult, demons, hardcore evil. I mean, these people are flaming scum. I mean, just wild, crazy, dangerous people. Just like the Nazis, the Soviets, all of them. Pol Pot killing 31% of Cambodia, murdering anybody that could read or write or wear glasses. You're like, why'd he do that? Because he's a flaming loon. They like it. You like water skiing, enchiladas, hanging out with your family, mountain biking. They like black uniforms and torturing children. They do it all over the world. Mayor Bloomberg remixes Al-Qaeda video to push gun control effort. We told you that'd be the new, over a year ago, the new thing that Al-Qaeda is going to attack grocery stores, shopping malls. We got to have telescreens saying spy. Got to have TSA everywhere. The terrorists, they're everywhere. But in every major case, the government is behind it. When they don't purely carry out the attack, they get lunatic morons on the planes, in the buildings, cook the bombs for them. It's all on record. But they're counting on you not paying attention. The criminal class has a plan. It's blow stuff up and take your rights in the name of protecting you. How do we break their will? We fondle their daughters and wives. We break the back of the American mail. We already put bisphenol A in all their products so that they become effeminate. We have a plan for you. And it gives the women breast cancer, even better for the New World Order. Look at them. They're so chemically poisoned they can't even get upset. They're mesmerized. It's all ours. Steal everything. Here's the plan. We steal trillions from them. And then when they give us the money, then we charge them interest on it. There's nothing these scum won't take. And that's their attitude. That's their view of you. So much fun. And again, all of you that serve the system, keep drinking the fluoride water. Take all the vaccines. Oh, drink out of the bisphenol A plastic. Just trust government. Do whatever it says. You are going to enjoy what you're helping. You think you're going to judge us and feed on us, you're going to be even more destroyed by your own system. And now you don't have to wait very long. The evil's growing. It's coming. What you asked for is now at the door, scratching. So open the door and prepare to meet your destiny. Because you're cowards. I'm not a coward. I know what it is. I face it. I resist it. But you that decide to serve it will now get what you want. Don't worry, everything you want will now be released upon you. All the soft kill, all the pain, the reactors blowing up, the fires, the earthquakes, the wars, the death, the pain, the humiliation. You want the abortions? You want the end of men? You want the end of families? All of it will now be yours. All of it. It's all just coming. Decades of it. Waiting and built. All your humiliation, all your pain, all of it's yours now. Enjoy it! Watch your sitcoms. Be weak. Be servile. Hell is coming. I tell you. Like a caged beast. I see it all around me. It's clear as day. History is clear. Common sense is clear. And to hear the news, now I hear it all over the news. If you have an opinion on what color to paint your house, it's a conspiracy theory. People that are concerned about the fires all over Los Alamos and all the radiation being released by the fires, they're being called conspiracy theorists. I just looked it up. Having any opinion, you do what you're told by scumbag government owned by foreign banks. You give them everything. You pay them all the carbon taxes. You roll over and die, and you will serve them, and you will love it, and you will enjoy it, and you will beg for it, because it's our destiny. For the 50 million abortions and all the rest of the evil, the judgment of the West is here. The judgment of the world is here. It's only going to intensify. You conjured it. You want it. You want to live in denial. You're going to get it now. All right, I'm really angry about the TSA, as you can tell. And I want to break you out of your trance. It's not too late to turn this around, folks. But the future is coming. We're living in the present that was the future to come. Believe me. I can see it. It's there. A blind man could see this. A deaf man could see it. Somebody with their eyes gouged out, drugged behind a truck could see it. All right, I got to settle down. Just everything is a lie. You hear the news. It's like Greece is rioting because they have to pay their bills. Goldman Sachs put the president in, put the prime minister in. Not a president, prime minister. They put the finance minister in. And openly, publicly had them sign on to fraudulent derivatives. They put their criminals in, loot the country, and then they take our tax money to give to the private banks, and then say that the Greeks have to pay them back in perpetuity, and they've done all the calculations in Greece that they'll never get out of this, and it's designed to bankrupt them. And they're even cutting the cops' pay and everything, but still the cops just go out and defend the criminals because they're wearing suits and just run up to women and children and just, yeah, with a club. Yeah, just, yeah, blood. Ah, we love it. Cops dress up like anarchists, burn hotels because they got that uniform and they were hired because they wanted to be on a power trip just like the Nazis and the Soviets and everybody else, and they're going to deliver you straight to hell. And now they're getting ready to gobble up the rest of Europe and the United States and just trillions to criminal bankers every month. More, 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 more. Always more, more, more. They've got an whole actuary set up, a whole phased-in, compartmentalized system to destroy all of society in post-industrial world and bankrupt you and have CPS grab your kids. Just absolute hell being released upon us. If you don't call Nazi Germany, Soviet Russia, Maoist China, Pol Pot's Cambodia, Fidel Castro's Cuba, all of the historical nightmares, Vlad the Impaler, the list goes on and on, all the nightmare that Mexico is, totally collapsing, all the evils, Kim Jong-il in North Korea, getting rid of universities for 10 months, putting even their ruling class minions out in the fields to work as the whole society collapses. CPS take the children at birth, train them in government schools, total hell, same model they want for us here, smiling little demonic gibbering creatures, third generation scumbag royalty. That's all the Queen of England is generations that have survived longer than this guy. 3 generations of hereditary corruption. Okay, this is a rant. I gotta stop. Because the woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have miles to go before I sleep. I got a lot of work to do today after the show. I gotta finish. The studio's done. I gotta finish developing the TV show and how we want to do it. I gotta finish making all the calls and this and the everything else, and I got so much to do, and I'm not complaining. It's just, my God, we gotta turn this around. My God, we gotta wake up. Get me out of here. We don't need to repeat this. Please, people. Do you have any idea how much danger we're in? Do you have any historical idea this is the most sickening tyranny I've ever studied that we're living in, and it's just getting rolling? It's just getting started. Do you know where this road leads? Do you have any idea the humiliation, the pain, the war, the revolution? They've got that whole plan, the insurrection against this. They're going to use that, call it terrorism, to bring in the foreign troops. It's so hellish. the millions of military and police that are going to die. It is going to make Iraq and other countries look like a joke. They plan it. They're not going to stop. They're going to start trying to stage terror attacks to blame them on domestic groups. And when they start trying to round people up, folks are going to break and not care anymore. And hell is going to be released. That's part of their plan as well. Do you understand how desperate this is? How real this is? The idiot TSA people, we now learn, are not as big an idiots as we were told. I want to go to your calls. They've been complaining for over 5 years. Scanners have been in for 8 in 5 airports, and they know they're dying of cancer, and the cancer rates are off the chart, and the government knows it and committed them to a death sentence, and now they're going in all the airports. That's who runs things. Knowing it would kill you, knowing the dust it would kill you at WTC. Even when they did the CAT scans at major universities and showed their lungs were filled, the government called it a conspiracy theory. When we said Fukushima blew up and melted down, they called it a conspiracy theory. When we could see the reactor blow up and scientists got the isotope readings that only are created in massive atomic fission. It's 100% it happened! We're running! They're now saying you're a conspiracy theorist if you're worried about Los Alamos blowing up! But don't worry, there's a new poll out by Quinnipiac University saying Hillary is the most popular person in America. And then, second after that is herpes, gonorrhea, and leeches, and cancer. She even beat out cancer as most popular. It's now number 5. I mean, I believe this poll. I believe cancer is the 5th most popular person in America. I mean, this poll. I mean, everybody loves Hillary Clinton. Everybody loves to turn their guns in. I mean, there's a mandate right now, a big mandate, that Republicans should not have any conservatism and turn their guns in and have totally open borders and government-financed abortion. And the Boy Scouts will all be taught for their first merit badge how to be gay. And then the second merit badge is how to report on your parents' firearms. And I'm not even joking about that. I mean, that's completely normal. That's conservative. And if conservatives want to be in the game, Karl Rove, American Crossroads, has said he agrees with the Democrats in this big hoax they're running. Well, okay, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Hillary is the most popular person in America. I mean, I believe that. I believe that like I believe jumping off a cliff would be fun, You guys believe that, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Reuters is picking it up. My goodness, they had a poll at this university. Well, they did go to like a communist studies class or something. Right. Who's your favorite person? Oh, that'd be Hillary. You know what? I bet I could go to a Ku Klux Klan rally. You know what? I bet we should do this as a really sick parody. Actually find a real Klan rally. Well, last time I went to protest when they threatened to kill me and stuff, maybe it's not a good idea. Anyways, the point is, go to it and say, we conducted a poll at the North Woods University. Just call it that and go, and here's the dean, the Grand Dragon, and here's all his other associates. Who's your favorite person in America? And they'll say, Adolf Hitler. We'll go, well, the university poll finds Adolf Hitler is the most popular person in America. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I'm sorry. I just want to apologize for talking bad about Hillary Clinton, the most popular person in America. According to a poll, Hillary Clinton. Hilarious. I'm sorry. I just want to apologize for talking bad about Hillary Clinton, the most popular person in America. According to a poll, Reuters is carrying it. Newsflash! Newsflash! The moon is made of cheese! There's no... Look at that smile. Oh, my gosh, that woman makes me sick. Get her off the screen. Don't they ever go away? I've been hating this woman for 20-something years. Get out of my life, woman. Go back to hell where you crawled out of. Goodness. And stop feeding us such bull. Don't they? Oh, my gosh, that woman makes me sick. Get her off the screen. Don't they ever go away? I've been hating this woman for 20-something years. Get out of my life, woman. Go back to hell where you crawled out of. Oh my gosh, that woman makes me sick. Get her off the screen. Don't they ever go away? I've been hating this woman for 20-something years. Get out of my life, woman. Go back to hell where you crawled out of. Goodness, and stop feeding us such bull. Then you got it, and then I didn't use it. The Coney 2012 do a screening in your area video. Now, if you're a radio listener, and then I'm going to your calls, you cannot understand the magnitude. This is not the main Coney 2012 with hundreds of millions of views or whatever, total. This is one of their promo ones before they launched it. This is all, again, government run. It's now coming out as we knew. I mean, I watched it and could tell it was government run. Now, it's adults who look like they're about 30 years old acting like they're 5, talking to college students because it's a new thing. Not just being in a narcoleptic state or being cowardly or having a pot belly. I mean, the average trendy resembles a pedophile. It's like the style. Not only is that what's going on, chicken-necked weakness is like a god now. And being totally passive, being a huge jellyfish slacker who looks like a fried egg in a chair. That is the culture of this, okay? The worship of being destroyed. Literally, I've now discovered the secrets of it. And it's a cult everywhere. At South by Southwest, they're just hordes of these people. I mean, they look like adults in diapers or something, you know, just toddling along. I mean, spiritually, it's a side issue. It's incredibly evil, though. Again, if you're a radio listener, in fact, what's the title of it? I forget. It's something like, did it have a Coney 2012 screening? Book a screening for Coney 2012. It's on YouTube. And if you're a radio listener, you'll just hear the voices. But if you're a TV viewer at prisonplanet.tv, they actually jump up and down and go, oh my gosh, so trendy. And we're going to get Coney. And you can tell they're government operatives. They've got like evil in their eyes, you know, hardcore. I mean, their real spirit is murder. Invasion force. But on the surface, and just cutting this room full of, you know, trendies all swarming around like piranhas. But again, it's that cover of the armored warmock. It has this cover of I'm friendly, I'm nice, and it's going after the young people who are in a narcoleptic state, are attracted like moths to flame to someone going, war, trendy, invade, help the children, And I mean, and I'm like, and I started watching more of their videos, and it gets worse. I mean, I'm not joking, folks. I mean, and everyone's wearing like pink and little green, non-threatening, you know, colors. All, and this is what we face. So this is for college students, and this is what men look like now, on average. In fact, now I used to bash men that are all into being big and muscular with tattoos and black on and going, ah. Now I get it. You don't want to be like these people. Okay? 'Cause I used to get mad at guys trying to act tough. No, that's good. Do that. In fact, I think I'm going to just go all out with cut-off sleeves and drive a big fast car and be like, rah! Because, I mean, I'm starting to get it. Men are running to that because they see the armies. At South by Southwest, you go down there, it's literally men in pastels. And part of the effeminate thing is they have these little wispy beards and like bandanas, and they're all walking around bending their wrist like, I mean, I don't know what it is. No, there's men everywhere wearing dresses. I'm telling you, it's like they're just like, New World Order, slaughter me, please. And the New World Order's like, act like a jellyfish coward and giggle at all reality. They're like, yes. Anyways, do prance, destroy. It was worse. And there's even, but again, they've got guys prancing around going, shoot them. Pink shirt, juicy, non-threatening. And the lantern, hard to show, lantern fish. The ultimate in trendiness. Oh, look, Coney 2012. The ultimate in trendiness. Oh, look, Coney 2012. Oh, look at the little Coney 2012, all glowing, and you can't see him right there. New World Order Rockefeller eugenics operation. In the dark, all you see is, Angelina Jolie, right out shining in the darkness. Looks like a little fishy sees that and says, I'll just swim over and eat that. Oh, but the AFRICOM is coming. Loving, loving, loving. You can do it. Stop, Coney. You know, Coney. Oh, but the AFRICOM is coming. Loving, loving, loving. The AFRICOM is coming. Loving, loving, loving. You can do it. Stop, Coney. You know, Coney's like a little skeleton on the bottom. Hadn't been seen in forever. Little tiny nothing. But it's like, oh, we're gonna fight. Oh, and then there's a little. Oh boy, I said I'd go to your phone calls, and I'm out of control now, aren't I? There's an article I had here in the stack where a North Korean officer was murdered with mortar fire. That was the way he was killed. They tied him up, shot mortars at him. I have it here in the stack today because he was disrespectful and didn't cry enough when Kim Jong-il died, and he was observed. Can we pull up the Kim Jong-il crying, please? There was 3 days where you were supposed to stay out day and night and go, just type in North Koreans cried Kim Jong-il funeral. And there were a lot of people sent to re-education camps because they didn't cry enough. And that's why you go, well, how do people for 3 days cry? Well, you do it or you go to prison. I love the government built it. Kim Jong-il. We ought to come out with Kim Jong-il toilet paper just because I like to desecrate government pigs. New World Order trash. People think they're God. We did find my North Korea worship. Just type in Kim Jong-il supporters cry. It's on YouTube. It's a big hit. We actually even have a bit we did with it here, and then I'll go back to your calls. I need my Kim Jong-il. I just really, really need my Kim Jong-il. Just like North Koreans cry. That'll get it. North Koreans cry. Boom. Let's see if I can find it here. I even misspelled it. It's going to come up. Oh, I think YouTube's having problems. Doesn't even matter. Whatever. Doesn't exist. They never cried. Never happened. Just North Koreans cry at Kim Jong-il funeral. 3 days long. That's it. Boom. It'll come up. Let's. Oh, you have it? Can we punch it up, please? Because I need to worship total tyranny here. I mean, show the video, please. I love government. Government built it. Oh, I love you, government. Please give me vaccines. Oh. Please, government. You made everything happen. I need you. Man, that's exhausting. Can you imagine 3 days of this? And it shows them like in big blocks marching. The citizens even know how to march. Because, you know, they have Obama phone. Obama, he gonna do more. He gave me an Obama phone.
Damn, someone found a killer.
Yeah, a 7-story pleasure palace and kidnap Asian film stars, rape and torture them. Oh, you're dead. You're the caricature of a little cowardly, evil, dictating scumbag, worm, tick, parasite, piece of trash, a communist murderer. We're now going to have your 20-year-old punk son run everything with his big, pudgy weakness. I love this guy right here. Just, oh my God! How is it possible? All right, that's enough. Oh my God. Knowing the reality, knowing what we face gets your head screwed on straight real fast, and you stop being little boys. And I see men out there who are perpetually little boys. I see these men who cut you off in traffic and bulge their eyes out at you. But a cop pulls them over, they'll wet themselves. I see these men out there strutting around, sticking their chests out with a 12-pack of beer, walking out of the store. They think watching a ball game and acting tough is what a man does. A man is humble. A man takes care of his family. A man knows the environment he lives in is informed. And a man is involved and understands history. That's what measured men in the past. Not how you can stick your chest out and festoon yourself with whatever the latest fashion is.
This country needs men to save it. You know, Chris Matthews gets up on television and says, the age of lying is here, lying is good, and that's how you're successful. That's how you get your woman, that's how you get your job, that's how you... No, that's not how. I don't want to be around a bunch of liars and a bunch of fakes and a bunch of frauds. And all these social climbers that do whatever they think, and the groveling. I can't go to parties. I can't hardly be around people anymore because you get around these social climbers and they're so fake.
Holy shit!
They hate your guts and they're not real people. And they'll sit there and they'll look you in the eyes and you can just see how weak they are. I mean, I tell you, folks, you have fallen so far. But I know there are tens of millions of people in this country and hundreds of millions worldwide who are still human and who still know that the fraud of saying that what you act like is what you are and that some front. And then the
I'm just sharing for like an hour and I'm already bored.
The establishment can say what is important, and then you imitate it. I mean, I remember reading stuff written 80 years ago by the Department of War where they were hiring top psychiatrists on how to dumb down the public through the media and how to break up the family and get rid of the middle classes, all declassified and all public, and you see the... I mean, why do you think Fox Television, all these shows, and on every TV show, the man is weak, he's dumb, he's an idiot, the guy who gets all the girls is an idiot and can't talk and, you know, is a fool? And then young men watch that and imprint as mammals. We're meant to mimic those we see above us. And then they go act like that and can't ever get women, can't ever be successful. And so they think then, oh, I must act stupider. That will get me women. I mean, they understand our mammal activity, our basic behavior. And they just program you and manipulate you and laugh at you and write best-selling books about how they're going to destroy the country. And they're doing it right now. And you just giggle and look up with dim little eyes and say, no, there's no New World Order. It doesn't exist. Everything is fine. We're going to come back and go right to your calls. Stay with us. I just walked down the hall to get a cup of coffee. And what did I see? Lewis Black, fake name about crack the Second Amendment. Bunch of anti-gun garbage. I'm just sick of lies. I'm sick of it! And I'm sick of you being mesmerized by things that don't matter so they can run these lies on you. I said I'd take calls. The phone's over here. Let's go ahead and take a few here. Let's go ahead and talk to George. Wait, he's not first here. Let's hear
saying about France, you know.
Sports and things. It's that it is designed. It is given all of this attention to destroy. It is given all this attention to be a distraction from real America. It does how fake it all is. The football, the basketball, the Lady Gaga, the Justin Bieber. Who gives you these carbon tax messages. They tell your kids they got to love Justin Bieber, and then Bieber says, hand in your guns, pass the Cybersecurity Act, and the police state's good, and then your children are turned into mindless vassals who now they look up to some twit instead of looking up to Thomas Jefferson. or looking up to Nikola Tesla or looking up to Magellan. I mean, kids, Magellan's a lot cooler than Justin Bieber. He circumnavigated with one ship the entire planet. He was killed by wild natives before they got back to Portugal, and when they got back there was only like 11 people alive of the 200 and something crew, and the entire ship was rotting down to the waterline. That's destiny. That's will. That's striving. That's being a trailblazer, an explorer, going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty. It's incredible detail. Tuning into it. They want to shut your mind talking about Justin Bieber. It's pure evil! They're taking your intellect, your soul, and giving you Michael Jordan and Bieber. Unlock your human potential! Defeat the globalists who want to shatter your mind, your doorways to perception. I want to see you truly live. I want to see you truly be who you are. And now they love it. They can abuse and beat up everybody, and nobody can stop them. Nobody can stop them. They're having their way with America. They want our guns. And if you're not with them, cops and military, then you will declare that you're with the Republic now. And don't tell me that I'm a weirdo because I'm upset about this, and I should only go get upset about my favorite football team winning or losing. Listen, I know what tyranny means. I know the bankers are putting poison in our food and water. I know the bankers have stolen $8.5 trillion. I know we're under War Powers Act. I know they're hurting us. I know they're carrying out New World Order. I know they staged those terror attacks. You know what it's like to go up to this and go out every day and go past the peer pressure and come out day one and say 9/11 was an inside job and lose most of the radio stations I was on? You know what it's like to go to sleep every day, say 9/11 was an inside job and lose most of the radio stations I was on? You know what it's like to go to sleep every night knowing you work for a bunch of psychotic killers and you bastards are probably going to end up killing me one day? You know what it's like knowing you ruined my life? You know what it's like, you son of bitches?
I'm tired of your crap.
You commit evil, you're part of an evil system, and we're
standing up against you.
And the Republic is going to defeat you in the end. Some of us won't make it personally through this, but a lot of us are. And in the end, you are going to be brought to justice for all the kids you kidnapped for CPS, all you CPS workers, all you corrupt bureaucrats, all of you that have had your way with innocent children over and over again, who think your evil's invincible. You're not invincible, and God is going to deal with you. And you are cursed to hell. Just open tyrants, a bunch of weak pansies jumping around like fairies, telling me how I'm their slave. No, you little piece of trash. I'm not your slave. I'm red-blooded. I got a big heart pumping blood. I'm strong. My ancestors were strong. And we're going to rouse and rise for humanity to identify who you are. And as you wage war against us, 1776. You and Ann Coulter and all of you telling us the radiation's good for us. You telling us death is good for us. Abortion and one-child policies are good. We're not drinking out of your fetid, filthy, pus-filled cup, your goblet of death. We recognize your slimy weakness, and that's why you wage war against strength and the family and everything beautiful, because you're a bunch of twisted, servile worms who've turned yourself over to pure evil. And I openly rebuke you. I openly call you out before God and everyone else. And I pray that the masses fully break their conditioning and the spell they're under and recognize you for what you are, a 21st century green Hitler calling for global domination through a corporate creeping structure that strangles free humanity. Calling you out, you piece of trash, you maggot. Right out of the gates of Hades. Go back to Hades where you came from. Crawl back there. But God's going to judge you. You know, God judges twice. During this life, it comes back on you. You reap what you sow. And when you die, there's two judgments. There's two comings. I wouldn't want to be you and the type of black, bloody treasure you're taking on. The chains you're wrapping around your soul for eternity. The big chest with the bloody silver you drag behind you. Telling people that families are bad. Telling people radiation is good because you love the infertility it creates. Not just against humans, but all life. I declare eternal war against you. All of my humanity, all of the strength of my ancestors, all of the strength that God gives me, we will defeat you. Humanity will not let you prevail. You will not keep humanity from its destiny to populate the stars and become what God envisions for us. You will fail. You have failed from the foundations of the creation of Earth. And you know it. Laugh all you want, but in your gut, in your soul, in the remnants that are left of it, you giggle that mirth-filled lie, that acid-spilling sticks, because you can feel the mouth of hell, that maw opening. You can feel your soul stretching thin.
joke is on them! Oh, yes!
Oh, it is right again! The joke is on him!
It's all on them! It's all on them! All of it's on them! All of it's on them! Every stinking bit of it! Every little bit! Oh, God. Oh, I'm getting a little hot here. I'm getting a little wild here. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's so much fun. Oh, yes, New Orleans is going down. Oh, get out there and get fired up. Let these bastards know we're human. Let them know we're not submitting to them. Yeah, go back to retransmission. Go back to retransmission. And then get out there and let them know that they're not their slaves.
I run into so...
And then get out there and let them know that they're not their slaves.
I run into so many people who think they're part of the establishment, who will, I run into chemists, biologists, doctors, normally that type of professional in the scientific field, who will say, okay, but there are too many people, Alex. And that's another argument.
There you
and
go.
I look at it for the sake of argument. I'll say, let's say there is. So you're for this. And they're like, well, something's got to be done. And I look at them and I say, so you like your food and water being messed with? They're like, no, I didn't say that. Well, that's the reality, idiot. You are the winning team, Elon. That goes for you, sociopath and psychopath cops and people out there. You think you're winners working for this? You think you're allowed to engage in all this crime and taser old people to death and stuff just came out this week? You think they're hiring all these pedophiles and perverts at the TSA because they're going to stop there? You think they're converting the police and military over to gangbangers and crooks just because it's fun and because they want to give you some power?
Oh.
You are sitting there weaving your own rope, sticking it around my neck and sticking it around your neck, and you're idiots. You're idiot scum. You're weak. Someone who's strong wants to build up humanity. Someone who's strong wants to defend the weak, not chew their guts out. But you never know that because you're soulless and you're turned over to wickedness. And the only satisfaction I have is to know that you're going to be caught in your own trap. You're going to fall into your own pit. Cowardly trash. Could break your neck. I can sever your head with my two hands, you scum. Now we're coming back after this break with phone calls. And as you can tell, I'm rested. And the point is that, and they walk over, these women that have joined the system, they got power in the system, you know they're 45 and can't have kids, and hate their boyfriend who walks behind them. You see this now. This is the new. The men are submissive. The women walk in front. They're hyper-hormone. The men are given female hormones. The women have receptors designed to be aggressive with their hormones. The men have receptors designed to be passive. And the woman's walking in front, and her husband or boyfriend's right there. What are you doing with 3 kids? Man, whoa. And my wife just laughs at them. But these are acolytes. These are priestesses of our death. They are no longer the great heart of humanity. They are now the wenches of Satan. They are now the enforcers of death. Their sacrament is dead babies. Their sacrament is black scorched earth. Their sacrament is hell poured out and the stench of rotten flesh. Their wombs are temples of Satan. That's who they are. That's what they want, and you will get it. You will die early of cancer. You will be trendy, and you will be dissolved in a vat of acid because it's bad to burn your body and bad to be interred. You will have it all. You will have what you want. You will have your day of hell. You will have it all. Now, I haven't even gotten into the news yet, but I am just beside myself at the open evil. I'll be honest, I try to not watch mainstream television. I try to not tune into the mainline propaganda because I mainly focus on news, not popular culture. And the news is bad enough, but it's only targeting 25% of the population or less who think they're intelligentsia because they read this twisted propaganda. The rest, 75% or so, are in suspended disbelief, sitting in front of televisions, being bombarded with high-tech propaganda and being prepared to not have a survival instinct and to flip their survival instinct into a nihilistic death instinct. And that's now pretty much been successfully flipped. To where life is seen as death and death is seen as life. Where evil and stench is seen as beauty and exhilaration and enlightenment is seen as hell. So the flip is now happening, and I need to focus more on popular culture because that's where the baptism of stench is occurring. That's where the titan of death is being released. That's where the real destruction is happening. We'll tell you about them coming after your guns when we come back. They're coming. They said they're going to kill you if you don't turn them in. Wake up, sheep. And I know our audience is awake, but you got to start getting in the face of these sheep. They are dumber than the day is long, man. I got to tell you right now. All these glassy-eyed little sheep like, Obama, Obama. And David Ortiz was down there interviewing down at the Driscoll Hotel, the Democratic Party here in Austin. Thousands of people were running around just like they'd all just won a $10 million lottery and just stars in their eyes. I'm sorry, Republicans, you lost, we won. Listen, it's like those novels that have 2 or 3 different endings, but instead of pick your adventure, it's pick your nightmare. It's not that Romney was good. It's that Obama is so openly anti-liberty, and that people would buy into it is the death of us. I mean, I got kids, man. I live here. I love this country. I'm not bragging. It's just that I got deep roots in this country, and I've studied countries, and there's nowhere else to go. It's all bad, and you know my ancestors have been here from the beginning, and I hate watching the slow death of this country and the slow death and the dumbing down of people and people giving up their individuality and their dignity and becoming collective Borgs in the stinking, corrupt, banker-run government that they think is giving them stuff because they care about you. A crack dealer doesn't give 10-year-old kids free crack for a week because he likes them. He gives it to them to get them addicted. And they're putting our kids on the Prozac and the Ritalin, and they're killing them, and we're getting cancer, and they're killing us with GMO. Does anybody believe Californians voted no to put on the label if it's genetically modified? When the big companies ran fraud, sending letters out like they were the police, saying the police say don't do it, and all this other crud. Okay, I said I'd go to your calls. Energy stocks decline, coal miners top losers. Let me explain something. I see the Democrats get excited even, we're going to shut down coal. And I'm like, yeah, that's like a Pinto you're driving over there. Nothing against it, but you don't have a lot of money. Are you ready to pay a lot more for your, I mean, listen, I live in a town where in the last 5 years, the price of power doubled, and they admit, because they say it's for the earth, they make us pay more. For foreign mega banks that own the coal plant. Okay, I'm already starting to rant. I said I'd go to your calls. I said I'd go to your calls. I said I'd go to your calls. It's just making me angry. Do you understand that hundreds, over 160, I said 100 last hour, it's over 160 countries are exempt from these global rules the banks are putting in. The banks come and tell your country to do it. Only Europe, England, the U.S., Australia, New Zealand. Folks, they've already put these in Australia. It is devastating them. It's meant to devastate you so you become poor and got to go get little chicken feed from the government. Then they got more dependent lemmings to sick on the few producers that are left until they start putting people in forced work brigades like North Korea. China did it. They killed 60 to 80 million people. Nobody knows. I mean, and they got re-education camp stuff in the new Army manual. Look, I'm not going to your stinking re-education camp where some perv is over me and my family. It ain't happening. The tip of the spear, the front lines in the info war. We are attempting and having a lot of success at alerting the population of the United States and to a great extent the rest of the world to the private banking cartel's global program to bankrupt every nation on Earth, to bankrupt every family on Earth, and roll us into a new global government, environmental fascism dictatorship
of the banking cartel, where they collectivize all of our wealth via socialism and communism at the grassroots and combine it into their hands. This is the essence of the New World Order, and I declare a declaration of human independence against it. And by calling into the radio show, by spreading the word about freedom, by listening to the radio show, by making your own documentaries or doing your own YouTubes, you are part of that declaration against tyranny as well. When you talk to your neighbors about freedom, when you talk to your pastor about standing up for what's right, you intensify the fires of liberty that are already raging across the globe. Now, the globalists are pouring on all the heat they can, pushing their hive mind, Borg, collectivist, zombie public system. So we are in an absolute pitch battle. We are swinging muskets here, toe-to-toe with the globalists. They're bloodied, we're bloodied. It is absolute total war. Economic, psychological, physical, spiritual, toe-to-toe with the social engineers. We can beat them if we'll get out of their mind trick, recognize who they are, read their own white papers and books where they call us degenerate, dumb scum, that they're going to dumb down further, set up a control grid, and kill. Well, not me and not my family. Not without one hell of a fight. You ask for it, you're going to get one. It's that simple. Stop feeling like you don't have power. Stop feeling pathetic and weak. Break out of your television-induced trance. It starts with a war growl. It starts with getting fired up, staring at yourself in the mirror and showing some teeth and saying, I'm a human being, I have dignity, I'm going to resist, I'm going to start recognizing the propaganda, I'm going to break free from it, I'm not going to fight with my family, I'm going to organize with my family and realize we're under attack by the social engineers, and I'm not going to fight with my neighbors, we're going to organize. Humanity's going to come together. Ah! Ah! We know we're under attack, we know it, we're breaking the conditioning. Ah! Ah! We're coming for you, globalists! Ah! Coming for you! Coming for you! We know what you're doing! I'm sorry. Just get fired up when I think about what they're doing to us and how I want to resist them and how easy they are to defeat. Excuse me. I think my testosterone's going up. This happens every time I start working out a lot again. And I swam 2 miles this morning pretty hard and ate a big fat steak last night. It's full of hormones, testosterone on its own right. So I'm going a little bit wild today. Excuse me.
It doesn't provide any real information or purposes as to why, because it's really happening. They stole $14.8 trillion in 7 months. They're going for broke. This is it, dumbasses. There's no more time to screw around. Get yourselves in gear, police that serve this system, and realize, decide whose side you're on. Cut all the crap. I saw all these police videos from around the country, Indiana, California, you name it, where cops run up and boot kick suspects in the head when the guys have got their hands out, and then the police defend it and say they were just positioning his head. The guy kicked the head, blood's flying, just boom, total power, guy's knocked out, and they go, that isn't physical assault. You can just kill somebody. We treat you to do that. It's head positioning in case he might have tried to spit. First he said, he spit, and later it was on the video, the guy didn't spit. He's like, I'm submitting. And they kick him in the head, do high fives, and then the cops come out and defend it. And I hear Austin Caller's radio going, yeah, they shot those 2 guys in the car. You shouldn't be in your own car at night. They deserve to die. Well, the bankers deserve to take your bank accounts then. They deserve to have total. You understand tyranny isn't cute, tyranny isn't fun? Going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of hell is the perception. You are modern. We're obsessed with diversions and distractions, the equivalent of modern Roman bread and circuses, gladiatorial distractions. And I am sick and tired of it. And Obama and his controllers know exactly what they're doing. He calls it a nice diversion in his statement about Japan while you're filling out your March Madness picks.
He knows it's a diversion. And they're keeping us in the dark, and there's a giant cover-up going on of the radiation coming across the Pacific Ocean to our country, and they think it's funny! Do you understand how big a deal this is? This illustrates the sickness of our nation and how by design they roll this out as a distraction. And she said, I'm afraid the computer's locked up. I'm going to need to charge you, but I promise later that I'll go and charge them. Okay? And I knew right then, I could tell, she had this demonic look on her face. She was going to show me. And I knew I would get the money refunded, which I did from History Channel. I said, okay, here's my cards, my stuff. She hit me and hit me hard. Didn't charge them, charged me. She showed me. She is God. She is master. She is the Soviet. She is the East German. She is the scum. She is the armies of weak, pot-bellied trash that now run this country. And you got people so ignorant that they see something that says hemp, and they don't even know it's a different variety that has no THC. None. Does nothing to your brain. All right, you see, I've got all this news to cover, and I'm ranting about ignorance. The news is saying, I read a newspaper saying no side effects from the flu shot, and I can read to you from the CDC saying Guillain-Barré's, narcolepsy, seizures, permanent epilepsy, coma, death, bleeding, autoimmune disorder. I'm informed. I'm not bad. I'm not a terrorist because I spend my time being informed. I'm not bad because I found the wonder of learning and the wonder of the universe. I'm not bad because I want freedom. I'm not bad or weird or sick because I'm informed. It's like that movie Idiocracy, one of my favorites, by Mike Judge. By the way, I talked to Mike a few days ago. He promises when he gets back from L.A. he's going to come on, so I'm excited about that. I'm a fan. He says he's a fan. I look forward to. So we have mutual friends who are always telling me, I mean, he's just such a genius when it comes to exposing the ignorance. Anybody that doesn't understand where we're going, watch Idiocracy. But my point in all of this is that I don't enjoy seeing people dumbed down and mindless. See, the more you learn about logic and history and the way humans operate, the more the rest of the pieces fall in place like a jigsaw puzzle. And pretty soon, you're leaping with understanding. I learned more now in a week than I previously learned in a year. It's unbelievable. It makes me a little eccentric, makes me a little obnoxious, because I am constantly in a state of total frustration because I cannot even write large on the world what I know and try to turn around what's happening. The only hope we've got is to wrest people out of this medical trance. The general public is in a suspended disbelief, daydreaming medical trance. We've probably had 5 articles the last week written by Paul Watson, Steve Watson, and myself on this issue. I'm going to write a big master article that we're going to put in the new issue of the magazine coming up in the November issue. But my point is that you are in a medical trance. You're not supposed to feel like you're in a haze. You're not supposed to feel depressed. You're not supposed to feel aimless. You're supposed to be seething with power, seething with electricity, seething with art, seething with passion. I want a renaissance. I want fires in the minds of men and women. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. And the globalists, they don't. They want you scared and small and stupid and with shutters on inside a box with blinders, never really becoming conscious. That's what's amazing. Most people are not conscious. And the globalists tell you you're an animal, you're dumb, it's Skinnerian, you don't have a choice, you're a computer. In their own writings, they say they don't believe that and they know that's not true. They have to keep you down to keep you in that state so that you don't become a human and truly develop into what you're supposed to develop into. They want to arrest your development. When you turn on the television, everything is about arresting your development. Everything is about shutting you down. You want to know who the globalists are? They're that type of person that wants money and power because they're insecure, who wants to dominate those around them because they're insecure and crave power. And they're the types who hate artists and researchers and trailblazers because it intimidates them. They're the people that hate a handsome man or a good-looking woman and really hate a good-looking couple. I'm not very good-looking today, but, 15, 20 years ago, I was extremely good-looking. And I noticed that I never knew why so many people would act upset towards me. But now I've learned psychology and anthropology and sociology, and it's a whole phenomenon of especially gorgeous women, people treating them badly. And handsome men being treated badly by a lot of people. They're obviously treated good by others. There's all different types in the world. But you take that and you expand upon it to the globalists sneaking poison in the food and water, dumbing us down, deploying these systems. That's what evil is. It feels like it's not invited to the party like Sleeping Beauty and the Witch, so she poisons the well. Those fairy tales, folks, are all archetypes of things that really go on throughout history. And she's like, you didn't invite me to the wedding? How about everybody's going to fall asleep in the kingdom? And the weeds are going to grow up. The post-industrial world. If you study the Jacobites and the people that ran the French Revolution, this is mainline history books. You can't put it down if you read the history of it. Giant hordes of hundreds of thousands of Illuminati devil worshippers who said, we're ending the family, we're going to a 9-day work week, no vacations, we're going to murder and kill and drink blood and slaughter. I mean, these people were unbelievable. They took a country over and ran wild, chopping heads off until Napoleon came along, until the society collapsed. And they wanted to go back to a post-industrial Mad Max road warrior system. That's Agenda 21. That's the UN. That's the communists. They're all Illuminati. The Illuminati is real. These people like to murder people. They like to grab your kid off the sidewalk and grab them and torture them and scare the daylights out of them and pull their teeth out with pliers. Okay? And they're building a world. Look at the death. Look at the destruction. Look at the evil. Look what the system pushes. Look at what they stand for. Look at their fruits. And they sell you death and destruction and ugliness constantly so you don't get threatened by it, so you begin to see it as entertaining, so that you don't differentiate when your neighbor's being drug off, when they're getting thrown into the Coliseum, to the lions. That's where all this is headed. And Hunger Games and The Running Man, all of that becoming reality. And it's entertainment, watching people get beat by police or tasered or die. And it's like, there's too many people anyways. Just having an attitude to go ahead and take my neighbor. Go ahead and kill somebody. Go ahead and euthanize that old person. Go ahead and get rid of that lady but she was ugly and disgusting in that iron lung rotting in there. Oh, she wrote poetry and published children's books. That ugly piece of filth. I bet her family hated her. This is the kind of stuff I listen to on the radio. And I go, well, that must just be that show. And I flip the channel. It's the same thing. Oh, ugly Down syndrome kids. We need to get rid of them. And next channel, Bill Maher. Yeah, we need to kill all these ugly people and get some highways open. Then I know Bill Maher's on the PETA board, and I know things about PETA almost no one else knows because of inside knowledge through sources. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Satanist. I mean, that is what we're dealing with here. We're all in danger. Don't you understand that? Just because you don't read the newspaper, some new listeners out there, just because you choose to think I'm lying to you, doesn't change the fact that I'm right and I know what I'm talking about. And I don't like watching a pack of scum run wild and take over. I want to beat them. I want to protect good people. I want to protect the innocent. And I've had enough of these evil people running around. Of course the TSA sticking their hands down your pants. Of course they're dragging little kids off to private rooms and your wife and your husband. They're getting all the precedents set. Look at this article I got right here up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Conservative radio host, TSA groped my vagina. They got video of this, of them dragging his wife off to closed door, even though she said she didn't want to. See, I told you, this is the head of Breitbart this happened to, the editor. She said, I don't want to be taken there. And they said, you're going. See, first, would you like a private screening room? Next, you're going to one. Folks, they are deploying mobile armored dungeons for the sides of the highways to do this to you on the highway. That's in the news. Do you understand the grave danger of the Jacobins? We are in grave danger. of total Illuminati revolution. And what does the Illuminati call for in their own writings that are in Encyclopedia Britannica? Murder, death, mayhem, a boot stomping on the human face, human sacrifice.
Okay, I already done stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have yet to replay 5. Let's go. Come on, B. Run. Just fucking run. Alright, I can play fucking Alex Jones. Ah!
Fires, burning cities, slaughter, death, because that's what they like. The journey is the destination for these people.
This game's losing.
Whether you believe in God or not, folks, these people believe in a manifestation of God that is hell itself. And they always run through societies till they collapse. And the globalists, all these Illuminati 2.0s, 3.0s now, in the 20s and 30s, they would all sit there being hailed as liberal philosophers, Bertrand Russell and others. They said, well, our revolutions have failed before because of collapse during the time of our great work, but because of industrialization and mechanization, we'll be able to scientifically set it up where it won't collapse, and our great work will just continue and continue and continue until the breast of the earth is saved from the evil human, and we've killed almost 90% or more. I mean, they just dream of hunting us down. They love poisoning your food and your water. They love it. They love the fact that they can just creep around and engage in their mass murder. And they will be defeated if we wake up and say no. And there's video of her being drug off, conservative radio host, Breitbart editor, Dana Loesch, I think you pronounce it, had her bleep groped during an advanced screening by the TSA at Phoenix Airport, with her complaining that she was targeted for the treatment almost every time she flies, and that she didn't want to be taken to the private room. Full video up at Infowars.com.
Will be analyzed. Who knows? But here, wrote Jason Whitlock, is what I believe. If Javon Belcher didn't possess a gun, he and Cassandra Perkins would both be alive today.
There you go. Let me give you a news flash, punk. Not everybody makes $10 million a year like you. Not everybody can live in big armored gated communities and have bodyguards like you and Dianne Feinstein and Barbara Boxer and Chucky Schumer and Sarah Brady and all of you people that are on record having guns. Okay? How dare you not focus on why society is degenerating and then try to take my guns? Only a punk coward would use a gun on his girlfriend. Only a piece of garbage. And because he's bad, I need to have my guns taken? Hey, listen, great cities like New York and Chicago, where they've banned citizens' right to own guns, where they arrest political activists for a .22 handgun, they are places where everyone has lost their right to defend themselves, and they have the highest crime rates. That's unbelievable. He could have stabbed her. He could have broke her neck. If there wasn't a gun, this wouldn't have happened. Bull. Now, look right here. Here's the local Chronicle. Anti-gun, anti-hunting, anti-everything. Going out for dinner. Learning the responsibilities and rewards of getting your own game at a hunting school for women. And it's a pro-hunting article. It's over. The liberals that I know are all buying guns. They're getting into hunting. They're figuring out its domestication. The feminists are figuring it out. You're losing. The gun culture's winning.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Former U.S. congressman who was in Libya said he saw NATO troops beheading people. And of course he did. We got Webster Tarpley joining us 30 minutes to talk about that. Then in the entire third hour, open phones. I'm opening the phones up right now. The toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231. And I'd specifically like to hear from you on the martial law drills that we saw this
All right, I'm
this
going to
last
try
week.
and play this fucking game for real, dude.
First, the system starts out. This is very important. In test cities all over the country in the last 5 years with a, quote, no refusal weekend.
Wait, what?
Like, oh, you're not allowed to refuse this weekend. There's no Fourth Amendment.
This game
We're going
is
to take your blood at
only-
checkpoints. It's like, oh, we don't have a Bill of Rights on this special day. And then, sure enough, I told you this would happen because it follows their pattern. It's all psychological warfare. They've now announced all over the country, well, there's just no refusal 365 days a year. There's no the Fourth Amendment. We're taking your blood.
Damn.
That's how they work. So it's, yeah, on September 11th and other dates, we set up checkpoints all over the country and have the army out. But you know what? We're not going to let al-Qaeda hit us. And then it's all the time. And then it's not al-Qaeda anymore. It's Ron Paul supporters. It's in the fetters. See, that's how this works. And if you're a new listener and heard me talking about drills at public schools, mainly elementary, all over the country, you're gravely mistaken. I have shown you newscasts where the children are crying and the police are aiming guns at them. They have unannounced where guys come in camo with guns and say they're going to kill people. Teachers have had heart attacks and collapse before. One lady I interviewed, I got her lawyer on with me a few years ago, where it happened in Minneapolis. And they were out in the portable buildings. It was, sixth grade? And men came in and said, we're with the militia, we're going to kill you. And they took them all out in the woods, and they all believed they were going to die. And it was on the news. The children were defecating, urinating, all over themselves. The teacher collapsed and had mental problems ever since. They had another case where a teacher had a heart attack. They've had a bunch of cases where children are shot. Just type in child shot during police drill. More often, though, cop killed in safety drill at school. That's happened a bunch of places. I mean, this is beyond bizarre. And they also have these drills. This was on 60 Minutes Friday night on MSNBC, where that was the other part of the show. They're like, every place, every McDonald's, every school, every mall must have armed guards and lockdown doors. Do you understand? The cops were like, yes, sir, we do. The terrorists will hit you. It was really weird, because I guess they know a redneck can, like, send the mind control out or something. But it's like, do you understand? And it cuts the cops. Man, I'm telling you, terrorists are everywhere. We got to have security everywhere. Thank God he's here to keep us safe. They cut back to him, and they had this weird colonel. His eyes were, like, going around in circles. He looked nuts. And he's going, I'm telling you right now, it's a serious situation. I'm going to teach people how to survive. And terrorists are going, yes. And the Army colonel really works well with the military. It shows, like, at this event, 500 top officers come in to hear the colonel speak. Terrorism will affect everything. It will hit every target. Everyone will be hit in America. It's about to start. They cut to the military officers. What do you think? And the military officers, this group didn't have the good old boy thing going, but they were like, well, I understand it's a bit over the top, but it's what we need to keep us safe. I mean, it's just like, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. I mean, it is cuckoo for absolute 100 trillion Cocoa Puffs.
100 trillion
they had this
Cocoa
Army
Puffs.
colonel in there who looked like central casting. He looked like a bird dog. I mean, his eyes just pointed straight forward. He's like, terrorists are going to hit you right now. Every one of you going to be attacked. Are you ready to come? Yes, sir, we're ready. Keep it safe, sir. I mean, it was the most pathetic. What's wrong with you people? And these cops, like, were getting off on it. It's just so scary, the terrorists. You idiots.
Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Well, you found it, my friends. The tip of the spear, the front lines in the info war. We are attempting and having a lot of success at alerting the population of the United States and to a great extent the rest of the world to the private banking cartel's global program to bankrupt every nation on Earth, to bankrupt every family on Earth, and roll us into a new global government, environmental fascism dictatorship of the banking cartel, where they collectivize all of our wealth via socialism and communism at the grassroots and combine it into their hands. This is the essence of the New World Order, and I declare a declaration of human independence against it. And by calling into the radio show, by spreading the word about freedom, by listening to the radio show, by making your own documentaries or doing your own YouTubes, you are part of that declaration against tyranny as well. When you talk to your neighbors about freedom, when you talk to your pastor about standing up for what's right, you intensify the fires of liberty that are already raging across the globe. Now, the globalists are pouring on all the heat they can, pushing their hive mind, Borg, collectivist, zombie public system. So we are in an absolute pitch battle. We are swinging muskets here, toe-to-toe with the globalists. They're bloodied, we're bloodied. It is absolute total war. Economic, psychological, physical, spiritual, toe-to-toe with the social engineers. We can beat them if we'll get out of their mind trick, recognize who they are, read their own white papers and books where they call us degenerate, dumb scum, that they're going to dumb down further, set up a control grid, and kill. Well, not me and not my family. Not without one hell of a fight. You ask for it, you're going to get one. It's that simple. Stop feeling like you don't have power. Stop feeling pathetic and weak. Break out of your television-induced trance. It starts with a war growl. It starts with getting fired up, staring at yourself in the mirror and showing some teeth and saying, I'm a human being, I have dignity, I'm going to resist, I'm going to start recognizing the propaganda, I'm going to break free from it, I'm not going to fight with my family, I'm going to organize with my family and realize we're under attack by the social engineers, and I'm not going to fight with my neighbors, we're going to organize. Humanity's going to come together. Ah! Ah! We know we're under attack! We know it! We're breaking the conditioning! Ah! Ah! We're
coming for you, globalist!
Ah! for you.
ya.
Coming
For
for you.
ya.
We know what you're
Do
doing.
it.
I'm sorry. I just get fired up when I think about what they're doing to us and how I want to resist them and how easy they are to defeat.
Damn it. All right.
Excuse me. I think my testosterone's going up. This happens every time I start working out a lot again. And I swam 2 miles this morning pretty hard and ate a big fat steak last night. It's full of hormones, testosterone on its own right. So I'm going a little bit wild today, excuse me. But now that I've pointed that out, ladies and gentlemen, we see the fruits of the New World Order. We see the fruits of what they've created. We see that the wages of their system is death and degradation. There was an article on Monday that I meant to get to in the last 3 days when we were live, Tuesday and Wednesday. So now here we are. And I'm going to read this to you just to illustrate what's happened to us. Then I'm going to get to some really good news. The Justice Department is obstructing Fast and Furious gun probe. ATF director says we've now got the sickening crooks in government fighting with each other, a real sign that the sinking ship is very close to going down. If we simply get the buzz going on this, this can be the Nixon moment for Obama because he's been caught lying about not knowing about it. All we've got to do is have the will to recognize these crooks and call them out, and they'll all go down. That's what's so disgusting about all this. Resistance is victory! They openly are killing us through the vaccines, the GMO, the fluoride, the bisphenol A, and bragging how they're doing it. They're murdering us like cowards that they are. They don't come up with a sword and spear or a shield and say, come on the field and fight me. They creep around like the globalist chicken neck cowards they are and dose everything we eat and everything we drink with their poison. To sap us of our will, to sap us of our strength, to sap us of our honor, and to slowly kill us so they can dance around and lick their lips and laugh about it. John P. Holdren, Bill Gates, all of them, Ted Turner, the globalists, all of them writing their sickening hate letters to humanity about how they're going to kill all of us, how they're going to accelerate the soft kill. I recognize you for what you are, you filthy trash. And I am here to energize the human spirit and light that fire that will burn your system into a pile of black slag. Excuse me. I mean, we're murdering us. Diabetes doubled the last 10 years. Cancer doubled. Children walking around with their bald heads, dying of cancer all around me. Why? This is a normal response to them. Break your conditioning. Be a human. Not all of us have been destroyed by your system. Not all of us fail so easily. Some of us are not immune, but are resistant to you. And I'm like a white blood cell. I'm like a T lymphocyte that goes in and wakes up the other white blood cells to an attack. And no matter what you do to this T lymphocyte, I've already started the enzyme chain reaction. You will be defeated. I will it. And millions of others will your downfall. And you knew it from the time you began this system, from the foundations of the earth. You were to fail. All right, I got to settle down now. Let's talk about what they've done to us. Let's look at these numbers. And in this story at Infowars.com from the economic collapse, you can go through each one of them. And actually, in many cases, it's worse than even this writer put down. Okay? Now, in every category that we're going to go over, it was the reverse. The United States was the best, the lowest crime rate, the highest test scores, the longest lived, the lowest infant mortality rate, the lowest levels of cancer, all of that reversed now. This is what the social engineers have done. This is what they've given you, a living death. And then I'll get into all the news and your phone calls. Number one, 20 not-so-good categories that the United States leads the world in. We were once the leader in good things, now we're the leader in bad things because we're the model, and England's always a close second.
Ultra
like the few areas where we're not number one, in bad things, England has just taken the cup because we're under the exact same system. Now, continuing here. This is what we lead in. Is the United States number one? Many Americans take deep pride in their nation and the truth that the U.S. has a lot going for it. The United States has the largest economy in the world. No longer it's falling to China. The United States also has the most powerful military on the planet. Belongs to the bankers. The United States has produced most of the greatest movies the world has ever seen. That's a mind control program. But the United States is also number one in a lot of categories that are not so great. If we ever want to turn this country around, we need to be very honest with ourselves. We need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and realize that it is not a good thing that we are number one in divorce, drug addiction, debt, obesity, car thefts, murders, and total crimes. We have become a slothful, greedy, decadent nation that is exhibiting signs of advanced decay. Until we understand just how bad our problems really are, we won't be able to come up with the solutions that we need. A lot of people that write articles like this have a deep hatred of America, but that is not the case with me. I love the United States, so do I. I love the American people. We've been under the greatest attack is why we've become this. America is like an aging, bloated rock star, Elvis, I would add, that has become addicted to a dozen different drugs. America is a shadow of its former self and desperately needs to wake up before it plunges into oblivion. Well, a technocratic hell. If you do not believe that the United States and America is in bad shape, just read the list below. The following 20 are not so good categories the United States leads the world in. Number one, the United States has the highest incarceration rate in the world. The social engineers admit that's why we also have the highest crime rate. These are colleges of crime. The United States is the highest incarceration rate in the world and the largest total prison population of the entire globe, not just in the aggregate. Number two, according to Nation Master, the United States has the highest percentage of obese people in the world. No one denies that. Even though, in many cases, we eat less calories than folks that don't eat GMO. The GMO fries your body. The United States has the highest divorce rate on the globe. First, they started with black folks, making them illegitimate so they could put their men in prison. Now they move on to everyone else. Number four, the United States is tied with the UK for the most hours of television watched per person each week. In number four is the answer to why all this is happening. We'll give you the next 16 straight ahead. Stay with us. Let me get to the TSA news that I have. If you go to Infowars.com, we have a plethora of articles that we've done breaking this down in the past that are linked to. In Kurt Nimmo's article, New York moves to deploy body scanners on the street in search for guns. And then it has links to the latest announcements. The point is, this has been going on a long time. It's a violation of your privacy. It's a violation of the 10th Amendment because the feds are involved. And it also exposes you to radiation risk. But here's the article. NYPD Commissioner Ryan Kelly told CBS News in New York his department is looking to deploy terahertz imaging detection scanners on the street in the war on illegal guns. Now, remember, whenever they say they're looking at it, that's like the head of the Office of Science, the White House Science Czar. His first speech 3.5 years ago was to say, hey, guess what? We've already been testing for decades terraforming or geoengineering the atmosphere with aluminum dioxide, barium salt, or chemtrails. Guess what? That's all real. But we're going to keep the details classified, but so far it's been a test. And that's what they're saying. When you watch the CBS News piece that we're linked to in our Infowars.com article, they admit they've already got the systems up and are testing them. They're already in the city of New York with Homeland Security money. And, 4 years ago, Homeland Security bought these giant mobile 18-wheelers that they're now setting up on highway checkpoints. It's now happening. And they just have you walk through them and naked body scan you. And that's not enough. They randomly ask you questions to see if you're a terrorist with some quack brain reading machine that picks up facial expressions. And they get these minimum wage employees and have them read a book and take a 6-hour class on facial expressions. And I had one of these idiots at the Austin TSA a few months ago come over and go, "You're a troublemaker, Alex Jones." And I thought it was a joke. It was so pathetic and worm-like. I started laughing at the guy. I thought it was a joke. And he goes, "No, you are a troublemaker. Where are you going? What you doing?" And I just answered his question to be amiable. I wasn't in the mode of, hey, none of your business, idiot. And then he was like trying to act like I was doing something and looking at me. And I go, "Oh, you're doing your behavioral thing. You're God now, huh? Statistically, you're getting cancer from the scanners. Statistically, you guys have incredible high crime rates of robbing, raping, stealing from people. Don't sit there on your goody two-shoes throne where you, the government, are good and I'm bad. That's what it's all about. It's about this crook government teaching us we have to listen to them and put up with all their garbage and suck their boots whenever they say, and as they suck off on us with their taxes and all their regulations and all their bugging their eyes out at us, and cops strutting around everywhere trying to intimidate the public. This isn't what a free country looks like. It's what a rat-infested third-world cesspit looks like. You guys aren't protecting America. You're helping deep six it for the traitor bankers that have taken over this country. And I'm sick of you, and I want you out! Man, I'm getting angry. And in case you think I'm joking, here's the CBS New York minion as we analyze this propaganda. Up there telling you it's secret and you don't know, and he's kind of getting off on it, the body language, like, ooh, he's part of the system, and ooh, it's so good to bootlick and be all part of it. Like, if you just join it, if you just have a good little attitude about it, you're on the winning team. I mean, you know you want to be on the winning team. Oh, look how America's winning under globalism. It's falling apart. Oh, Al Gore said Nafta and Gal were going to be great in '94. Oh, yeah, and he invented the internet, too. And he lays golden eggs under your Christmas tree. He's a Christmas Easter bunny. I mean, it's all a bunch of slime. Here is the teleprompter reader, and the controllers load in. Act happy and satisfied. They have little cues for them, and the best news readers are the ones that, in a dog-like way, follow all the orders of their controllers. And then they can nationally write the script and have all the little regurgitators, their trained vomit heads, vomit. You know, the big New World Order mama bird vomits the lies in their mouth, and then they vomit them back on us. And then when you're around the water cooler or whatever, the local chicken neck vomits it back on you, because they're real smart. Because they repeat what the sitcom or drama or news show told them. It's real great to have radiation beams shooting up and down the street, and it shows images of naked people walking around the street, because that's what a free country does. With telescreens everywhere saying, don't trust your neighbors in the Walmarts and other places. I mean, okay, here it is. Here's the clip.
Could soon be getting a virtual pat-down as you walk down the street and not even know about it. NYPD is testing new technology that would secretly scan pedestrians for weapons. Hazel Sanchez shows us why privacy advocates say this crosses the line.
Oh, it crosses the line. No, let's stop right there. They crossed the line a long time ago. They crossed the line in 1913, letting a private bank take our country over. I'm going to go out to break and come back with your calls. I meant to go to them earlier. You know, this isn't a radio show, folks. It's not an act. It's not some talk show host with a big bloated ego. I know I'm in a scientific matrix grid in the early phases of being inserted into an extermination system. I've got all their documents, all their statements. I'm watching them carry it out right on time. I know I'm 100% right. I wish I wasn't right. I want to turn this around before it's too late. We've now reached the halfway point in this worldwide transmission on this Tuesday, June 9th, 2009. Just come on in, because you guys sit there at the door, and then I'm going to wait and not talk till you get it to me. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Daily World. Former CPS director sentenced to 10 years for child molestation. Now, I haven't created a computer file on this, but I should. About 80% of the time I hear about a kid being boiled to death, or being tortured to death, or being found in a cage, starved to death. They admit deep in the articles that it was a CPS worker or some lazy, pot-bellied PhD for social work who... they'll warehouse 5-6 kids, put them in cages, I'm not kidding, or lock them up in rooms, barely feed them enough to live. You'll think they're concentration camp victims. I did service work in college some, and would go in the houses and say, what are these houses? And, you know, the older or the people that knew more about the job would say, oh, this is a foster house. These are death pedophile pits, basically. And then they admit there's 7 times, I keep saying 5 times more likely to abuse. That was the cover of Newsweek in 2000. About 5 times more likely to abuse children. It's now 7 times more likely. I mean, there's no group worse than these people. And it says, former CPS director sentenced to 10 years for child molestation. Judge rejects recommendation for year in jail and treatment. Gary E. Anderson leaned into the podium, his head lowered, and his blue jail jumpsuit draped off his thin frame. The 67-year-old Child Protective Services director told the court he did not understand how he could have spent 36 years of his life defending children. You didn't. You went in there to rape them. Because you piece of trash. Including his own, and now stands guilty of raping a 9-year-old girl and molesting another girl of the same age. Because you're a bucket of crap. Because you're a worm. And because you don't just enjoy raping those children. For the same reason you enjoy, if you read the criminology, the psychology of why you like raping children, it's the same thing you like when those parents are crying when you show up with brainwashed cops serving you and they drag that little kid out of their hands, and you realize you're going to be raping them in just a few hours. It's the enjoyment, it's the domination, it's the power. So you enjoy those parents terrorizing in pain, just like local family court judges, and I've been in their courts watching them. When those families are crying, the judge is literally just going, I mean, they're just soaking the pain, and me, I'm like, that's why I can't go to these anymore, because it's literally like I'm in hell, and I'm going, it's just tearing my guts out, my soul out, and the rage just lifts, and the judge will see in your eyes and just look at you, and it's almost like Emperor Palpatine when Darth Vader finds out he's killed his wife, and Darth Vader's having a painful moment. You see Palpatine going, well, I've seen that in Judge Jean Muir, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen her when they're taking kids. And I mean, literally, it's just like, I just want to, that lady. I mean, she is a bucket of maggot evil. She is a pit demon of hell itself. And all over the country, the family court judges going to get caught getting massive payoffs for stealing kids from the adoption agencies, not to mention the federal bounties to do it. And I've seen them just, as they take a little kid, and the parents are crying, we didn't do anything, you have no proof. And she's like, ha, ha, ha. She'll even, I've seen her on the news before. I've played the clip somewhere. It's a CBS clip where she's sitting there seizing people's kids for no reason in the schools, in the elementary schools. When the kid's late to class, they then make them sign a form agreeing that they were truant. Then when they're late again, they grab them. When the parents are crying, you see Muir going. I mean, it's just like feeding vampirically on pain. And that's what he did right here. Another disgusting piece of absolute trash. Gary E. Anderson
And you look at them, they always look the same. Look at that weak pedophile piece of filth. Loves hurting innocent, weak people. Loves using the police to have his way. I bet that bailiff right there was probably helping him a month earlier grab people's kids. Look at that sack of demon. Now, due process isn't being followed with these family courts, and tomorrow there's a press conference coming up. We're going to have somebody on dealing with it. Call Governor Rick Perry to veto SB 1440. It ends completely the Fourth and Fifth Amendment, allows the police to take your children like they're Al-Qaeda. You know, we're just grabbing Al-Qaeda in America and secretly grabbing them. Oh, no, now it's your kids. In Texas and other states have introduced similar bills. This bill was even improperly changed after the House passed it by Kirk Watson, the demonic senator, literally demonic. Pure evil flows from this guy. Been battling him for 14 years. Now a state senator, was the mayor, and it goes directly to him. Call Governor Perry's office and tell him not to vote on child kidnapping and not to vote for the end of the Fourth Amendment, where they can take your children, no judge, no jury, not even a fake order. They just take your kids. And folks, they take them and they rape them. They rape babies. They don't care. And a lot of one of their favorite things is to do is to grab your kid and rape them and then say you did it and put you in prison for it. I'm not joking. Pedophiles are running most of your major governments, okay? In fact, I ought to do a whole program on the hundreds and hundreds of cases of Homeland Security officials caught doing it. In fact, Google Homeland Security official caught with child porn, or head of state Children's Bureau, New Jersey, caught raping children. I mean, that's what I saw last week. All right, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up right there. Because I got a guest on. And I apologize, she's got to hear this type of stuff, but it all integrates into the same situation. Evil has taken over and set up a system where evil is good and good is evil, and where they can carry out all their evil and then make us, the good people, bad and legitimize all their crap. Now, are you going to let them Abu Ghraib your children and your kids just disappear and they don't even tell you where they went? No judge, no jury, no order. So that rapists can have their way with your children. There is no group more dangerous than a truancy officer or a CPS worker or a foster parent. Period. Do you understand that most of the time when I hear about somebody arrested for pedophilia, it's a CPS director? See, the cops aren't bad, folks. They're not pedophiles on average. They're just like the general public. You have the same sample rate with them in the studies. They know the CPS is pedophiles. That's why they're constantly busting them doing it. I'm not saying something here the police don't know. It is a fact. And I am sick of it. Y'all be at the mall every once in a while or in a grocery store, and I'll see some like fat demonic creature going, looking at me. And I'll go, oh, that's a CPS worker that hates my guts. And that's a pedophile right there. And they'll just like see me and go. And then one time I was in the Target parking lot and saw the little gremlin getting in his car. He didn't see me. We, I guess, had left near the same time. And it said Safe Children and the names of these different groups on the back as he was driving off. And I was like, it just hit me like adrenaline. Like, whoa, 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 it is one. Oh, my God. God, I've got discernment. Please. Well, you know, it's just so crazy. Just like, oh, there's one of the demons right there. You know, my instinct is just to, you know, clean house, folks. But I mean, literally, then I got behind him in the car. I saw him inside 30 minutes before, leaving, see him there. He doesn't see me. Read his license, his bumper stickers, and then literally just, you know, hit. You know when it hits you, like, ugh.
This guy.
Oh, it's a demon. It actually is one. I mean, there he is. He's going to go on. He's probably going to grab a kid right then. He's probably just can't wait to rape a 6-month-old baby. He's going to blame the parents for it. They'll grab your kid, they go rape it that night in the examination, and then they come and blame you for it. I have had it with you, and I swear one thing on the eternal altar of God. We're going to bring you to justice, no matter what it takes, filth. I apologize. I just can't handle it.
Here we go.
I can't handle the stuff I've seen. I can't handle these people knowing nobody's stopping them. They just go on and on and on and on and on, committing their evil.
3,
and if
2.
I see one more pot-bellied, stick-armed, ball-headed pedophile CPS worker, I don't think I can handle it. They're bullies. They like hurting children. And I hate your guts. That's the problem. As I get older, I can't stand seeing things be abused. I can't even go hunting anymore because I can't. I know it's stupid. I don't even like shooting deer. If a lizard accidentally gets its tail cut off when I close my door, I almost cry. And then I think about kids, how they're killing. I apologize. I'm going to go to our guest for getting mad.
Come on.
All of the royalty stool going back over 500 years is stored. So this disgusting bucket of pus, this maggot-ridden Nazi piece of filth, gets up there every day and people wipe her disgusting hind end. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Groom my stool, groom it, oh yeah. Wipe 5 times. Shoo, little black man, shoo. Groom my stool, groom it, oh yeah. Wipe 5 times. Groom my stool, groom it, oh yeah. Wipe 5 times. Go back to the Queen's England. Groom of the stool. Wipe 5 times. Groom it, oh yeah. And it's kind of like the way you let a fart out in church.
And you can't give me a smile? Wasn't that fun?
Of course they teach you that they don't have any power and just forget about them. Real wealth wants to just kind of sit back in the background. But the facts are, there's a woman on earth of all the dozens and dozens of commonwealths and semi-commonwealths who has total veto power. So you deliver. You kill your people for the New World Order because that's what Dutch Rothschild and the Queen of England and David Rockefeller want. These are the people that have got to be stopped if we've got any future. Henry Paulson, Ted Turner, David Rockefeller, Queen Elizabeth and her sons, her husband. You can't photograph royalty worldwide, but you can photograph anybody else in public, but not royalty, because they're the bastards that own Dutch Rothschild, BP. They own the bank.
Damn it!
I'm sick of it. I've been put in a jail cell by this piece of trash. She thinks I'm her slave. Listen to me, Queen Beatrice. You don't own me, you eugenicist. Your Nazi father that set up the World Wildlife Fund and was a top Nazi and wants to fund eugenics. I'm sick of you. Just at a fundamental level, I am not this piece of trash's slave. You can't photograph the god. She doesn't even wipe her own hind end. She goes up on a throne and crash. I don't get more detail, but then they kick with their bare hands. With respect. I have a name for it around here when one uses it.
What the hell is going on?
And every jar of urine, it's not put into water. That would defile it. Is stored, and all of the royalty stool going back over 500 years is stored. So this disgusting bucket of pus, this maggot-ridden Nazi piece of filth, gets up there every day and people wipe her disgusting hind end. I mean, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Well, their pus was so holy. It came out of their festering wounds. It had to be sucked. Oh, there they are. There's the demonic. There is the top Nazi in the world, the Queen, with the second Nazi, Prince Philip, who just literally raves and hates black. Shoo, little black man, shoo. Groom my stool. Groom it, oh, yes. Wipe 5 times. It'll get rid of you wretched knave. He literally starts bossing him. Turn around, filth. No, oh, God, you piece of trash. I mean, I'm sorry, it's too ridiculous. I can't handle it anymore. Arrest them all! Arrest her! Arrest them! Arrest the criminals! You know, I really hate Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, but the Queen doesn't have any power. No. You know, they just literally own half the planet. And meanwhile, there's some old woman dressed up with a crown on her head with a dirty look on her face with some monkey-looking, crazy Nazi husband who looks like a spoiled 12-year-old Ritalin head. And it's like,
oh shit.
It's disgusting. Some murderous mafia chief who breeds all these little Nazi children.
What the fuck is going on?
They're perching on top of us with their pot belly, and we're all running around worshiping her. It's so anti-American, so anti-freedom. It makes me literally nauseous to look at that crone. It's disgusting. And she's got all these PR firms out there to sell you how good she is. And I've got to look at this monkey in a royal outfit with diamonds all over. I mean, it's an old gorilla, an albino gorilla. These people are so stupid. These elitists have all these smart people working for them that uphold the whole system. These bumbling idiots who even know how to wipe their own behinds.
Man.
Oh, God. It's just reality.
Now, they teach everybody the Queen has no power. I've done the research. This woman owns and controls more than 40 countries. And it's not ceremonial. She got the power. It's the Parliament that's ceremonial. See, we are owned by her and her cousin, Queen Beatrix. They've taken us over through fraud. Realize it. If you don't face it, we can't stop it. And her crown, her symbols are all over the highways in Canada, England. I've been to England. They shut down whole areas of London every day and major roads, saying the Queen has decided to shut down the roads today. The Queen has decided no outdoor advertising in England because she doesn't like looking at it. But then you're taught, oh, they're cute, they're funny. You know who's always run the world opium monopoly? That's the Queen. And that's mainline history. They run the smack. I mean, they need that smack, man. They need that money. You can go read the minutes of it where the Queen of England takes over any country she wants. We hear Prince Harry's the #1 terror target in Europe. Oh, what a good little young hero. He's got Al-Qaeda after him. They run almost everything. Charles spoke after arriving at the Manchester by royal train, pulled by a coal-fired steam locomotive. One trip of the train cost more than £1 million. Charles spoke after arriving in Manchester. Royal train, pulled by coal-fired steam locomotive. Carbon dioxide that spews from the maw of the train. He continued, if the change is a myth, why are the sea levels at more than 6 inches? Sorry, Charles. People aren't listening to you anymore, and your eugenicist father. Did you know the Emperor of Japan bows I've seen it on television, goes to events every decade or so at the Tower of London to give fealty to the Queen as the head of all royalty worldwide? Because if you don't, she'll overthrow your country and kill you. Really insane. So it's this power trip of digging through everything. It's this power trip of watching and minding everyone. But if you ever say, hey, do you want to mind the government like the founders said? You want to watch them? Oh my gosh, I was warned about you. You're the bad one. And that's why when a cop pulls me over, when all the major laws are ignored, the government's caught engaged in every crime you can imagine constantly, and the guy wants to give me a ticket for too dark a window tint, I'm just like, I want to search your car. You want to search mine? I want to search your car. Statistically, if you take criminology, you know statistically cops are more criminal than the average public. I want to search your car. And the guy's like, well, what, are you serious? And I'm like, no, I'm not serious. I'm sick of it. The guy's like, well, aren't you intimidated by me, basically? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not. I'm sick of it. Well, he still wanted to play the game. Well, what's in that drink? And I go, I don't know. It's a green bottle that says water on it. You ever seen a beer bottle has this shape? Well, where do you get them? You get them at the gas station. That's where you get them. You get them at the gas station. Like when I sit here and answer your questions in your mind, I'm the criminal and you're the good guy. I don't ship drugs into this country like your bosses do. I mean, this went on for like 10 minutes. Because I can't play games with these people anymore. I can't play along with it. And I didn't tell her I did the woman because it was a little mean. But it wasn't that mean. I was very calmly said, but it was meant to make her feel bad about herself. And I don't like to put people straight that way, and I do bad things sometimes. You'd hear what I said to the woman at the YMCA, and you'd think, well, that's nothing. Yeah, but it was how it was said. The way I said it was meant to make her feel small. And that's not the type of attack I like to do with people. I like to somehow try to enlighten them and wake them up. But I am an out-of-control person.
Pipe! Pipe! No, not pipe, not pipe. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, bro.
Getting off on police state stuff, I say, hey, you think this police state's going to keep you safe? It's going to destroy you and your family. And when the government takes everything they've got, just remember, you put the rope around your own neck. I mean, I didn't tell that woman that. I did tell a whole store in New Mexico that. Lance and I don't want to be a slave. Shut up, it doesn't exist, dangerous person. Did you cause the Gifford shooting? Are you some type of violent person? Thank goodness we've got Cass Sunstein going after you. Maybe you should be arrested. Just open tyrant. tyrants, a bunch of weak pansies, jumping around like fairies, telling me how I'm their slave. No, you little piece of trash. I'm not your slave. I'm red-blooded. I got a big heart pumping blood. They don't care if there's hundreds of reactors built 40 years ago rotting and releasing radioactive gas. The elites just are crazy. They just don't care anymore. They've got a total laissez-faire attitude, and they're just partying and mistresses and snuff films and whatever they're into, and they don't care. Might as well have the devil driving a runaway train. I mean, that's basically what it is. And all the average feds care about is dressing up in black uniforms and having mustaches and staring at people. They've all got mustaches, and they bug their eyes out at you and think they scare you. And you just look like an absolute clown freak that works for murdering terrorists that jack our food and water. I think you're a big joke. That's what I think you are, murdering scum. And those of you that serve the system are murdering scum. All of you. You're all aid and abet murdering scum that says they'll secretly arrest citizens in army bases all over the world, raping children with battery acid, Army's own report. You support raping children with battery acid. With giant objects. That's in the Army report. If you don't speak out against it, if you don't go out against it, if you don't stand up against it, you support it. You support it. You support it. You are now child killers, child torturers. You are now aiding and abetting it. You are literally going to hell in a handbasket. Repent now. Repent now. I know your mustache is cool. You got little gold frame glasses. You scared me so bad. You scum! Scum! All right, I'm going to stop right there. Oh, it makes me sick, and I'm going to have to watch them when they blow up some federal buildings, prance around the very murderers as my savior, and all the cowards out there begging the government to give them proctology exams on the side of the highway. What's driving me crazy is that photo right there. Zoom in on that. It's one of those cops in a black uniform with a mustache. You know that guy's a coward. You know he's a piece of garbage. You know he's weak. Oh, he'd love it. Those are the type of people that go to the cops in Oklahoma and say, "We'll kill your wives if you expose we did this." And the cops all just roll over to it. "Oh, you got a mustache. I'll just worship you. Oh, you got a mustache. It's okay." Oh, your demonic little mustaches. Nothing against mustaches, just all these cops are little homoerotic gang of mustaches. All right, let's go ahead and go to, Sean in Maine. There isn't no radio network running to lay on me, folks. This is all real and live. I'm red-blooded and I hate murderers. All right, What's that word? Sean in Maine, go ahead. Shane!
Hi, how you doing?
I'm sick of it! Murdering terrorists are everywhere! I want them out of my life!
I'm kind of sick of it, too. I'm a recent Glenn Beck convert. I enrolled in your prison war and dumped Beck and the other corporate heads behind. And I kind of had two quick questions for you.
And consolidate even more power. Oh.
So then do you feel that even if we would manage to push back the technocratic-equipped brown shirts, that the UN would just swoop in and there's just really not much hope of fighting this back?
Well, just know this. It's public plan now to use UN forces and Mexican and Canadian troops during, quote, battles of extremists. And I don't know if it's going to come to that, but I mean, the bankers aren't going to stop. They're going to keep bankrupting everything, shutting everything down, paying companies to leave, hiring more people, telling them grow mustaches so they can act tough. I mean, it's just an army of people in black uniforms with mustaches waddling around fighting imaginary terrorists while their bosses are jacking their water with sodium fluoride and their food with bisphenol A, and they don't care. Because they get to have mustaches.
Fucking hell, man.
You should understand, this is all about wearing mustaches.
These guys are like
tough. I mean,
pros,
it's literally
man.
a big joke. It's like a 5-year-old dressing up in an army outfit. These are children. And I'm just sick of watching how ridiculous it is. Arresting 5-year-olds for jogging. Charging people with truancy when they're not even up to the statutory number. It's illegal. Shooting our kids up with vaccines without parental consent. 9-year-olds getting abortions without their parents' consent. It's a bunch of lawless scum. I mean, DynCorp and Halliburton have been caught running child kidnapping rings. And I gotta watch people in little black uniforms with little machine guns trying to intimidate us, telling me how they're doing it to keep me safe.
I'll be back, man. I'll be back. Nah, it didn't. All right. This is their plan, people. These are demons.
Safe. Bull, pal. Your boss has carried out 9/11. Your boss has carried out Oklahoma City. And I see you. I see through it. I know what's going on. And I've had enough. I've had enough of all of it. I've had enough of it. And I'm sick of it. I want people to wake up right now. I want people to listen to me and just come out of your trance. It's normal when you wake up with a bunch of crazy terrorists, jacking the food and water, running everything, and telling me I'm the terrorist because I know they're the terrorist. I mean, come on, it's too ridiculous. Groping Miss USA. I mean, come on, it's not America. It's not the Soviet Union. North Korea isn't this bad in many levels. And you're like, well, we still got free speech. We still got this and that. Yeah, they're phasing all that out right now while building up these giant armies against the American people.
You know I don't use profanity because I have a wide vocabulary and don't need it.
Bullshit.
Go to hell. Make me sick.
No, you can't, scum. Shove it in a pipe and shove it in there good and smoke it. Developed by the Pentagon to kill you and your family. I am a Easter bunny to kill you. They're good and smoke it. Developed by the Pentagon to kill you and your family. I am a Easter bunny jet pilot from the planet Uranus. Bullshit. Bullshit. Shit. Bullshit. It's all theater, ladies and gentlemen. You know how creepy it is to know I'm right? I see. I got the sunglasses, pal.
Bullshit. Go to hell. Sick. That can now be played. Most Wanted 2 prototype.
Hey Chance, how you doing? Yes, we actually got the prototype build running. So, okay, let's talk about Most Wanted 2. Most Wanted 2012 was supposed to be a lot more, basically a direct sequel to the first Most Wanted of 2005. And here's like a typical mission and the gameplay you should have expected. Obviously, this is still a bit rough, but it is running. The suit breakers are back. Obviously, plays in the city that you played in Most Wanted 2012. That looks very different, doesn't it? Got spike strips. Links. Hiding spots. But it was just supposed to be another Most Wanted. I like that logo a lot. Alright, what do we got here? Most Wanted 2012, mid-2011 early beta trailer, Sizzle Reel, Criterion. Oh yeah, that's an actual trailer, not just gameplay. Concert, Blakely with the weapons. Spike strips, we just saw Arclight in action. Epic chases. I'm so mad they were not allowed to make this game. This looks like so much fun. The Criterion quality. Okay, it makes sense that wouldn't make it into a final trailer. No one usually boasts about their own company. Alright, you wanted me to start with a different build? Alright, let's do it. By the way, big shouts to the moon. Eclipse in the chat, basically sending me everything I needed many months ago, if it wasn't a year. Then you pick one of the builds. So Seacrest Country, gameplay test world, graphics test world, and if I want to load the map. Had plans. Well, we're definitely in Seacrest Country. Alright. Just realized the review mirror now shows up on the top there. Well, there's a few builds that we can check out today. I think I just damaged my car. A bunch of warning lights going on. Weapons. Of course, it's not alphabetic. Enable weapons, true. Enable unlimited ammo. True, alright. It's really not happening. Massive alt spin. BMW every time. Oh yeah. Okay, that oil is actually doing work. Yeah, there's no way of catching your car either. If you have the slightest steering input, your car will spin. But I bet you, if I don't steer, okay, I get wheel spin, but I can't keep going. When the wheel spin stops, I can start handling again. All right, you guys ready for the speed breaker? It's gonna be interesting. I'm working. Oh wait, no, it is. Alright, it's a really unspectacular slow motion, which does not seem to affect the handling. Helicopter. Alright, what was the next build you wanted me to check? Assume most wanted challenges doesn't work. Does work.
Baroon Sheik.
And free drive.
I'm Baroon Sheik.
Alright.
Love that.
Ah, beautiful. Race cars shouldn't be confined to racetracks. Word. This one is much faster. But beautiful, it's faster, it's lower, it's wider. Does this allow you to look through dust, not dust. Smoke. It might have unloaded all the textures. Oh, maybe it was just the area. Oh, the area was just not textured. Actually good crashes. Graphics, environment, time, true. Well, looks pretty cool. I want to use 4. Does it crash the game if I use 4? It does lag. It does lag a bit. I mean, maybe it's just rendering stuff. Oh shit! Initiated. Can we ram them? I guess we can ram them, but... Oops. Hey guys, Sakura here. Check out Instant Gaming for cheap game keys. Click the link in the description below. Oh no, what is there? Yeah, lots of mobile pursuit breakers. I keep breaking my car. Fuel.
We play next time? No, man. I think I've had enough here. I don't even know what else to do now, other than to end the stream. I don't know what to do here. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it night. Alright, people, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did watch anyway, you guys are new to the channel, hit the follow button, turn notifications. Just remember that donations are still a thing. It's on my About page. Donate however much you want. Every bit of it counts. I have a second channel too, which has all my VODs, video on demand. So after the stream goes live, you get to see what was going on in the stream. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Peace.
You're not racing, are you? Huh? No, you said my name. So I said what?
No, nothing. I'm just like, I finished. I just finished.
Doing awesome.
Yeah.
All right, ready when you are. Boost.
Okay.
If you guys can like share screen that.
Huh? I can't. On PlayStation, we can't. Well, I can go. Well, someone can go live on Twitch.
Yeah, never mind. Go ahead. Okay. All right, you guys can have fun. I just came here today.
All right. And then.
you